Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
A mom and 8 high schoolers arrested after a massive fight at the high school football game in West Haven.
A mom. Wow.
Remember we were talking about this story?
Yeah.
We had one of the officers on. It's like 150 people fighting.
Yeah.
And multiple police forces showed up. It was nuts. It was pandemonium.
Someone put their mom, too.
A mother now facing charges in connection to a huge fight at a high school football game last Friday. West Haven police say between 100 and 125 kids were at Veteran Field gathering on the hillside near the bleachers. Police are looking into whether or not the kids picked that area as a predetermined location for the fight.
Yeah.
At Shelton Intermediate, it was always outside by the buses.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Ours was at Ward Melville. It was just past the tennis courts.
West Haven police say they arrested 8 high schoolers and one mother of one of the teens involved. 35-year-old Shania Outlaw.
Outlaw.
That's a cool name.
Yes, it is.
I wonder what she did.
She drove the van, the minivan.
She was arrested and charged with interfering in breach of peace. Officers working with Notre Dame of West Haven Hill House game were alerted to the fight at 8:30, blah, blah, blah. These are bad.
You hear a name like Outlaw, you just expect something wild.
That's a pretty cool name.
Right, an accountant.
Are you the outlaw? That's right.
That's right.
West Haven police called for backup. We already covered all this. New Haven, Orange, Milford, Connecticut State Troopers, University Police. I mean, that was...
It was a fracas.
Nuts.
Yep.
Yeah, that was what the sergeant said. He was like, yeah, just bring everybody.
And it's scary that, you're in a, it's like a riot. It's just fists and people wrestling everywhere.
Yep.
And you have a gun.
Yeah.
And you're wrestling these people and
keep an eye on the gun.
You can't have your hands on everybody.
No.
It's scary. Somewhere in the story it says something about someone had the bottom half of a pistol. Trying to find it. Quote, you shouldn't go to football games just to fight. Well, thank you, whoever you are.
Right. Words live by, thank you.
Just watch the game, especially if it's not your school.
Just watch the game.
This is from a high schooler.
Right.
You shouldn't go to football games just to fight. Just watch the game, especially if it's not your school.
Said the kid stuffed in the locker. Please, someone let me out.
Have you ever been arrested with your mother?
No, honestly, can't say I have.
How about with your father?
Nope. Did a couple things with them that could have gotten arrested.
I got in trouble. My mother had to ride in the back of a police car.
Oh.
Because of something I did.
Oh.
She was with me.
Right.
We were both in the back of the police car, and I thought,
this is nice.
This is nice. We get to drive together, and Dad's not yelling at people driving.
We don't get a chance to do things like this.
They arrested both of you, really?
Well, I was riding my ATV on the road.
Right.
They put me in the back of the car, and I was like 11 or 12.
Right.
Like, where's your mother? Over there.
Right. All right, get it back.
Hi, Ma.
Back.
Charlie, what's going on?
Right.
Nothing.
What did you do?
It wasn't me.
What did you do?
Yeah. I think she was more disappointed I got caught.
Yeah.
Than I was driving. She knew I was driving a thing on the road.
Yeah, yeah. I taught you techniques.
What neighbors? Like, you got to call the cops? Really?
Seriously, yeah. Kid's a maniac on that thing.
John.
Hey, good morning, crew.
Hey.
Morning.
I just wanted to throw 2 cents in. A lot of us teachers, we get paid extra, if we want to chaperone athletic events. And, I've seen some crazy stuff where, you would see 2 sane people from the community, and the ref makes a bad call, or, your kid's looking at my kid. And
that's not what happened here, though.
Yeah.
This was, they think it was, we're going to meet at the game and we're going to fight.
Yeah. It was a destination.
Just had nothing to do with the football game. It had nothing
Didn't
to do
care
with
about the
rivalries.
game. Yeah.
Nothing.
The sergeant was
I'm
on.
late
Yeah,
to the
say
party.
kids were wearing masks. Like they showed up prepared for this
one-
exact event.
Had all the amenities they needed.
Yeah.
The amenities.
Plenty of room for
I'm
smacking.
going to need a toilet.
Right, exactly right. Right.
And a cheeseburger.
I'm going to need some woods to run away in.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
And
Yeah.
if it goes
I need
wrong-
woods.
Right.
I need a crowd I can, just blend into.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's even worse. All right. Sorry, guys. Have a good
No,
one.
that's good. All right. Thank you, John. Appreciate what you do with the kids.
Good luck.
Good luck. Kay Williams. Do you know who Kay Williams is?
I do now.
I didn't last night at 9, but at 9:15 I knew who Kay Williams was.
Yeah.
Kay Williams, founder of Bridgeport's Captain Cove,
Nice.
passed away
Saturday morning at the age of 95.
Wow,
Good
95.
And beautiful place.
It is
cool.
a really cool place.
Yeah.
Chaz and AJ.
Good morning. This is Dave from Naugatuck.
Hey, Dave.
I'm just curious. You said the mother was 35 years old and she had a kid in high school?
Hold on.
Give me one of the later ones.
Yeah, 35. I don't know if she had a kid in high school. West Haven police say they arrested the scores. Oh, yeah. West Haven police say they arrested 8 high schoolers and one mother of one of the teens involved.
Yeah, so later kid in life.
Later kid in life. How
No,
about
that'd
having
be-
a kid when she was 15 or 16 years old?
All right, so 15, and let's just say 14.
You're 14 as a freshman.
Because a friend of mine, his
Well,
mom,
you're 29 if you have the kid at 15.
a friend of mine his mom was 40 when she had him. So
Well, now you're
Pretty
going the
young
other
to
way.
be.
yeah,
Yeah. Just that the numbers just kind of threw me off a little bit.
All right, well, how old are you in 9th grade? 15?
14, 15.
14.
All right, let's say 14.
She was probably 20 years old, dude.
yeah,
Yeah, she's 20.
Yeah.
20.
about the right age.
Is that your focus here? Not like 125 kids rioting?
Right. How old is his mom?
Well, I mean,
All hell is breaking loose. And
Right.
cops are holding on to their guns for their lives. And it's like, wait, how old is that mother over there?
Hey, hold on.
How old was she when she had sex?
Right.
Her last name is Outlaw.
Right.
That's my focus. I
Yes.
think it's a pretty cool name.
Very cool name.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
All right. Thank you for
All
checking.
right, guys, have a good day.
All right.
You too. Thank you.
All right. We just need one more call that has nothing to do with this story.
For a trifecta, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Chaz and AJ.
Hey, I was calling about that riot that happened at the Notre Dame game.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was one in '05 at Hamden High School. We had state police, we had Woodbridge police, we had New Haven police, we had pretty much every police department surrounding town of Hamden, and it happened on Halloween, where there was about 100 kids running up and down the stadium.
Wow. So,
And why do I feel like you had something to do with this?
No, I was on the football field playing. Our parents wouldn't
he observed.
wouldn't leave because there was about 100 kids from New Haven running up and down the stadium.
Oh,
Damn cheerleaders.
yeah.
Their leaders, they took the whole team, Wilbur Cross, we were playing against,
Yeah.
and we had to sit in the middle of the field until they cleared the whole field.
Oh, wow. That's scary.
They had the helicopter going and everything.
Played Duck Duck Goose.
They had the helicopter going. That's back when we had money to buy helicopters.
Right.
Everyone had a helicopter.
Right.
Police had a helicopter.
Yep.
News stations had helicopters.
Yep.
Probably some schools.
Right.
Yeah. So it was a
Businessmen.
situation. I think there was like 20 kids arrested for that
Oh,
in '05.
I don't remember that.
yeah.
We were here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
No
was
call.
Halloween of 2005. Similar situation. It was a football game. New Haven kids showed up to fight.
All right. Did anyone get sent to the hospital?
I don't remember anybody getting sent to the hospital, but I remember 20 kids getting arrested from the police department at Hamden.
Okay.
State police.
It's a lot of kids.
And was
Get
the last
arrested.
name of Outlaw?
The Outlaws strike again.
Exactly.
All right, what's your first name?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah, what's your first name?
Rick.
All right, Rick. Thank you,
Rick.
man. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Now, somewhere someone's going to get confused with the two news stories because they blended together.
Uh-huh.
And someone's going to say, did you hear the person who founded Captain Cove was in a riot in a high school?
Right.
It's like, no.
He was an outlaw.
Yeah, no, he was not involved in a riot
No.
in high school.
Yes.
Two different stories.
Yes.
Do we go back? Kay, I see the phones are going now. But Kay Williams, founder of Bridgeport's Captain Cove, dead at 95. Great run.
Yeah.
He was a risk taker who turned a city-run dump of a boatyard into Captain's Cove Seaport, one of the region's premier tourist draws.
That place is awesome in the
I love that
summertime, man.
Giant Titanic
Oh, I
that they
love
have,
that thing. Yeah.
hanging from the ceiling.
Yep. Just a really cool place. You got that thing like something like a tugboat in the center of the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Yeah. Very well done.
It's got all the little shops and takes a lot of balls to do something like that.
Yeah, food's good, too.
I'm going to make something here and people are going to love it.
Yes.
So,
Good job, man.
good job, Kay.
Yeah.
That scared the hell out of me, by the way.
Right?
I was like, is there a religious person behind me? All right. 99.1 PLR, Chaz and AJ in the morning. The top 10 worst sequels ever. Andre's doing the list. You call in what you think's on it. 203-882-9757. Kind of creepy.
Yes, it is.
I was on my way to work today. Oh, he's still going. Saw something very weird outside this morning on the way in.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's called rain.
Oh.
I was like, what is this?
There's substance.
Yeah.
From the sky. I'm ahead.
99.1 PLR, Chaz and AJ in the morning. All right, it's top 10 worst sequels, and there's a reason for this, and we'll see as the list unfolds, okay? Andre's doing the list. Paul Langford, you're first.
Good morning, guys. Andre,
Hey.
sequels. I thought you said something else. Oh, man. Sequels.
Sequels. What did you think
Sequel.
we said?
Oh, top 10 worst people in work or something.
Oh, well, what
Top
was
10 worst people.
what was your guess going to be?
Yeah.
Retail. Like more vehicle people.
Number 3 on the list.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Mike and Derby.
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Morning.
Hey, morning, Andre. I'm going to go with Caddyshack 2.
You know what, man? That's a good one.
Yeah.
And I thought about that.
Jackie
That's a good
Mason.
one.
Yeah.
Like I said,
All right.
Yeah, that one is ass.
The man's a fartnut. What's a fartnut? A guy who farts in the tub, eats the bubbles.
Yeah, I couldn't even quote it for you.
Yeah.
Was it your cat in the background? Okay.
Yeah, it's Logan. He's mad because I'm not feeding him. I fed him.
Logan!
He's like, what?
Brian?
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Morning,
Hey.
Andre.
Morning.
Happy hump day.
Hey,
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Logan said hi, Brain.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I didn't know there was a sequel to that. Yeah, not on the list.
It's remakes, but not sequels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a remake, yeah.
Of course. What
Not
else
a
would you expect from Brain?
Yep.
Nick on the road, nice and loud.
How you doing? I'd have to say Smokey and Bandit 2 and 3. They had something good and completely ruined it.
2 wasn't bad. 3 was ridiculous.
No. They ruined it. It should have just ended right there. You could think about it, but don't do it.
Yeah, Dom DeLuise in the second half was really good. He was very funny.
Yeah. I don't know.
You can think about it. Don't do it.
But for God's
But
sake,
don't do it.
Right.
But don't do
There's
it.
so many bad sequels. It had there's only 10, but there's going to be a bunch flying in and thrown.
Yeah, but in the third one, that one is when Jerry Reed
You saw the third one.
got to be the bandit. Well, it had Trans Am involved. I had to see it. Yes. He goes, I get to be the bandit. I get to be a bandit. Yeah, it was so stupid. So stupid.
AJ, you're going to hate me. I've never seen Smokey and the Bandit. None of them. None of them.
You like what you like.
I have to tell you, seeing young Burt Reynolds, young Sally Fields in a black Trans Am,
Yep.
it's heaven.
A lot of cars sold to that movie.
Yeah. Michelle and Hamden.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
When?
I'm gonna go with
When?
When?
What?
Go ahead.
I know. I swear to God, I've eaten into more beef stew. Jill and Fred's Bogus Journey.
Do you not have that on the list?
Again,
Oh,
there
it's
are
really
a
bad.
lot of
Lots.
bad sequels. A
Lots,
lot.
yes.
A lot. When there's a successful movie, the first thing the Hollywood people say Monday morning is, well, when are we making number 2?
Yep. Oh, they make number 2, all right.
They make number 2. They made number
A
2.
big steaming part of it.
Matt in Colchester.
It's a newer movie, but I want to go with Twisters because it had no connection to the original one.
It was kind of a remake.
Yeah.
It was. I think so.
It's kind of a. It's like based on the original.
They were trying to do 2 things.
Like a retooling.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. You know, the problem now is that you just know what you're seeing is just digital stuff.
It's all CGI, yeah. This will never, ever happen, ever. For real.
Yeah. I mean, they had some good scenes that were fun. I watched that on an airplane, which
oh, great.
Sometimes people don't want to see things flying around when you're on an airplane.
Is that a plane in the background?
Yeah, what's going on over here?
Who are those people?
What's he watching? All right, thank you. We're doing top 10 worst sequels. Tucker and Thomaston.
I'll
I'm going to have to go with as good as the first was, Cannonball Run 2.
Nope.
No?
You know what? I didn't mind Cannonball Run 2, to be honest. I didn't mind it. I like Jamie Farr in it. He was funny.
This is for you and the judge. He gives a middle finger. This is for you and the judge to the cop.
I don't remember any of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the
Have a good
victim.
morning.
You too.
Thanks.
Cannonball 2.
Cannonball Run 2. Cannonball Run 1 was the best. Especially that
was very good.
The fight scene at the Roadhouse where they all just, with Peter Fonda's biker gang versus all the drivers. At the end, Jackie Chan does an amazing double snap kick and rips his pants. Hilarious.
That's what I think of when I think
Captain
of Burt
Chaos.
Reynolds. I think of Cannonball Run.
Captain Chaos.
Captain Chaos. Steve and Monroe.
Yeah, hey, Blues Brothers 2000.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Terrible, but not anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never even seen it. I don't want to subject myself to that.
I saw part of it, and it was just awful.
Part of it. You can sue,
Yeah. I mean, Belushi died. Aykroyd shouldn't have made the movie.
Yeah.
And the minute John Goodman's in something,
Yeah. And then there's a little kid also.
John Goodman's been good in movies.
But what did...
Well, yeah.
The King Ralph.
That's not what I was thinking.
Revenge of the Nerds.
All right, we're doing top 10 worst sequels ever. 203-882-9757.
You got an early shower, then sun and clouds later, breezy, upper 50 to 60, 46 down Guilford.
95 southbound got delays starting in Bridgeport right around exit 26. Looks like just minor stop and go right now. Through to Fairfield at exit 21. Delays right now about 10 to 15 minutes. On the Merritt Parkway, we got heavy stop and go traffic. That's reported in Trumbull at exit 49. Also moving southbound to about exit 44. Delays now over 25 minutes. This traffic report brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline, 877-MAD-HELP, or visit mad.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
K and J, hold on, wait. Right after this. All right, now we can talk about K and J.
Okay.
K and J Tree Service.
Yell loud. Loud and proud.
K and J Tree Service.
Yes.
I've used K and J. You've used K and J.
Loved it.
If you're thinking about removing trees from your property, it can be it's a lot.
It's dangerous.
Yeah. You can't hire just anybody.
No.
Especially if you're doing like some landscape and stuff. And you're like, hey, while you're doing that, you mind taking that tree down? It's like, get someone who does trees.
Or that friend who dabbles in it? No.
Right. You don't want a dabbler to do your trees.
No.
You want someone who does trees to do your trees.
Dabble is bad.
Yeah. K&J, they have an army of people who they just do trees.
Yep.
They got the guy who comes out and does the estimates, and then they got the guys who do the cleanup, but they got the guys who just do we just do trees.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've used K&J, you've used K&J,
Yep.
and I suggest you do the same. KJTreeservice.com for your free assessment today. That's a nice Christmas gift. You know that tree out in the yard?
Yeah.
Hon, that's been bothering you because you can't get the good view of the back. You got to mow around it.
Right.
It's gone now.
Let's get rid of it.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
It's now in the fireplace.
KJ Tree Service. That's nice. You get some firewood in your backyard right
That's
now.
great, yep.
KJTreeservice.com. That's KJTreeservice.com. Or you could text them for your free assessments. 203-248-TREE. It's top 10 worst sequels. Andre's doing a list. What did we get so far?
Absolutely nothing.
Wow.
Say it again. What? Oh.
0.00.
Chris in the tanker.
Good morning.
Hey.
Morning.
All right, I got 2 guesses, and I think one of them's going to be on the list, but I'm going to go with this one because I don't think anyone ever gets it. Sandlot 2.
Nope. But not a bad
Really?
guess.
Yeah.
Can I guess the other one then?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Joe the Bellman.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
I'm going to go with Jaws.
Jaws 2.
They were all bad. They were all bad, but I don't have this on the list. There's I try to keep it fairly new. There's a couple kind of old ones that are classically bad, but Jaws is not on the list. Although,
I can't believe we didn't get one.
Nothing yet. Nothing.
Yeah.
Zero. Zilch.
What does that tell you?
I know.
There's just too many.
They should just stop making them.
Hugh and Cheshire.
Hey, I'm going to go with The Hangover 3.
Do not have any of the hangovers on here.
No hangover
Are these all your list, Andre? Are they all part 2s or some are 3?
Some are 2. There's a couple 3s.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
The other Ken in Oxford.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Morning, Andre, and morning, crew.
Morning.
Let's go with Blues Brothers 2000.
Yeah, it was mentioned already.
She mentioned, not on the list.
Yep.
We're shocked and surprised. Emma in Wallingford.
Good morning.
Hi.
I'm going to go with Star Wars, Rise of the Skywalker.
Emma, I'm going to give you this one. Star Wars, The Phantom Menace. I waited 20-something years. Nobody thought there was ever going to be a Star Wars sequel. Waited 20-something years. I went the night before, went in and watched it, and the most exciting part was Darth Maul. He only had like 2 minutes of screen time and got cut in half. The rest was just a slow political. It was like watching CNN in space. It sucked.
Wow.
Remind me, did that have Jar Jar Binks?
Yes.
See, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, the part that all the Star Wars fans hated, Jar Jar Binks.
Yep.
AJ was like, that was great.
I was dying. He was awesome.
We went to see that together.
Yeah. When he got zapped in the head, he's like, blah, 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 blah.
We should put an AJ flubble reel next to Jar Jar Binks after he got electrocuted. Very close. All right, Emma, thank you.
That's
Robin
#1, Phantom Menace.
in Bristol.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hey.
Good.
Hey.
I'm going to go with Tremors. All the rest of the Tremors except for part 1.
Jeez, I didn't even have any of them on here.
Wow.
Not that Tremors was, an Academy Award winner to begin with.
Seriously.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right, thank you.
Sorry.
Yep.
Wow, this list is a lot harder than I thought.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Ne s'approche pas des connecteurs à induction. Si ta main fait...
Oh, it's a different language.
I was going to say, it was
Why
French.
do they post it like that?
French?
I saw Jar Jar Binks. I'm like, here we go. That was somehow way worse. I was more disappointed.
This is going to be great.
I would have liked that one better.
I was thinking, I don't quite remember it like this.
Yeah.
Sandra, Long Island.
Hi there.
Good
Hello.
morning.
Hi.
All right, Rambo.
No way.
Rambo 2.
Out here with that. Rambo was great.
First,
Rambo.
Rambo.
3 was ridiculous.
That's why it's great.
Is that when he fought the Russians?
Oh,
Yep.
my God.
Yeah, he fought like some, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was Russians. He wasn't like running around with.
His character seemed to fight with Russians at some point or
Yeah.
another.
Yep.
They make
He's
their
like
way
on
over.
horseback in the desert. or something.
No. As soon as my husband puts it on, I'm like, please, turn it off again.
Oh, Rambo was one where he had that necklace and he puts it on. It belonged to the girl. It's like, Rambo, you did it! That girl who ends up dying,
Yeah.
and he puts the necklace on, and all of a sudden he's like wiping out the entire village. Ah!
Yep.
That was number
You know what?
2.
To this day, First Blood is a great movie.
First
You don't
Blood's
have to like
awesome.
Rambo.
It's awesome.
First
It's
Blood's just
awesome.
a
Should have
great
just left
movie.
it there.
Oh.
Him and Cuffs leaving.
Yeah. He had a lot of dialogue in that movie, and as he was watching it, he's like, nope, cut it.
Yeah, more animal. Yep.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, my God. Whatever.
Thank you, Sandra. Regina, West Haven.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Yeah, how you doing? Godfather 3, the worst.
Number 8,
Yay!
Godfather Part 3.
We got
Needs to be
one.
made.
Yay!
We got
Needs to be
one.
made.
Nice.
Never saw it. I have no desire to.
Yeah.
There are parts that are good. It is not as bad as everyone, says.
Is that as big a stinker?
But it's constantly known as one that you shouldn't have even bothered
Yeah,
with.
they need. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you see Michael die, so
Right. Complete the package.
Yeah, but the son died.
and he dies alone. I don't know. Some of it's good. Here's the problem: when you come from, it's like which is that Manning brother who never did anything?
Oh, there's Peyton, there's Eli, there's
The other one,
like Dougie.
What's the Manning brother, Phil? That has done nothing really.
Cooper Manning.
Cooper.
He's got spinal stenosis, so he had to retire.
So this Godfather 3 is Cooper Manning.
Right.
You're in a family where everyone's won a Super Bowl.
Known for greatness.
And now on his own, he would be like,
right.
He would seem successful.
Right. But
in that family,
yep.
Not great.
Yep, yeah. Cooper.
I'm Cooper Manning.
Cooper Manning.
I got a football. Oh,
How's he
hit my
cope?
head.
Does he get shot or something? Or no?
All right. Thank you. Who, Michael?
Yeah, I never saw it.
Nah, he just dies in a chair and falls over by himself.
Hooray! Oh, why am I dying?
Paul in Southington.
Hey, how you doing?
Why am I dying?
Why am I dying?
Nobody's here to help.
All right, go ahead.
Oof.
What's your guess?
Okay, my guess I think is the reason for the list today. The sequel to The Joker.
That's not the reason, but that one is on the list, number 6. That movie was very well received. I thought it was disturbing. Very well received. So what did they decide to do? Make a sequel that's a musical. The thing just bombed.
So bad.
Yeah.
The first one, multiple Academy Awards.
Right.
That shocked everybody, I think.
You see,
They
Logan,
generally get overlooked at the Oscars.
Yes.
Even Logan
They're
knows.
not taken seriously.
Yeah.
By the way, I've heard that Todd Phillips, just like what we're doing, is like, I hate sequels. I don't want to do them. He had no choice, so I've heard that he's kind of purposely tanked this movie.
Oh, sabotage.
Well done.
Exactly.
Well,
Mission
that's exactly what I would say if a movie that I was directing tanked.
Right.
Like, that was on
It's
purpose.
it's like that movie with the producers. They literally want to make bad movies.
Right.
Like Springtime for Hitler in Germany.
Yeah.
It was a hit.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Top 10 worst sequels, and there's so many. Number 10, the reason for the list, Gladiator 2. You know it's not going to be good.
No.
Number 9, Zoolander 2. 8, Godfather Part 3. 7, Speed 2. 6, Joker 2. 5, Escape from L.A. Man, I was so pissed when I saw it in theaters. 4, Christmas Story 2. 3, Dumb and Dumber 2 with T.O. 2, Independence Day Resurgence. Number 1, Star Wars, The Phantom Menace.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Independence Day. I forgot about that. Oh,
I do too.
Exactly.
All right, Andre. Thank you.
All right. Have a good Thanksgiving, everybody. Andre out.
A world leader with a fear of bananas.
Banana. We have an early shower, then sun and clouds today. Breezy, upper 50 to 60, 46 now North Haven.
We've got heavy stop-and-go traffic now reported. 95 southbound. This is in Bridgeport, right around exit 26, moving through to Fairfield at exit 21. Delays there over 15 to 20 minutes now. Also in Trumbull, we've got delays on the Merritt Parkway southbound. That's at exit 49, moving through to exit 44. Delays there about 20 minutes. This traffic report brought to you by Aer Lingus. Your vacation possibilities just got 20 times more exciting. Enjoy connections to over 20 cities across Europe when you fly nonstop to Dublin from Hartford with Aer Lingus. Great fares from Bradley International Airport now available on airlingus.com. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
Who's afraid of bananas?
Not I.
Apparently, it's a thing.
Really?
Yeah. Not a big thing, but people are afraid of bananas. There's a phobia.
Banana phobia?
How did you know that's what it was called?
Is that what it's called, really?
Yeah. 99.1 PLR, Chaz and AJ in the morning. Swedish minister's bizarre banana phobia makes international news.
Huh.
Sweden's Minister for Gender Equality and Work Life allegedly suffers from an irrational fear of bananas that prevents her from coming anywhere near the popular fruit.
Was she attacked one as a child?
How does that begin?
Right.
Someone throwing bananas at you?
Right, or maybe there was one on the stairs, she fell.
Slipped on her.
Ring, banana phone.
Yeah.
Paulina Brandberg first mentioned her banana phobia in a since-deleted 2020 tweet, describing it as the world's weirdest phobia.
Oh, she's right there.
Yeah, did she choke on a banana? Like, what happened?
Right.
How do you become afraid of a banana?
It all starts somewhere, yeah, exactly.
It all starts somewhere.
Right. Did mom maybe eat too many bananas when she was a baby?
Oh, made you eat.
Right. Or maybe your mom ate too many, and somehow, as a baby, as a fetus, too many bananas, and I have no idea.
I like that
How
theory.
would you know it's a banana?
Right.
When you're a fetus.
I'm just throwing
ideas out there.
Like,
yeah.
I'm not afraid of fruit, but I'm good.
It's like she was almost crushed to death in the womb by bananas.
Right. Did maybe a spider come out from spiders hang out in bunches of bananas?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be spiders then.
Yeah, but maybe she associates the bananas with the spider.
Right.
Banana phone.
No traces of bananas must be in the room. This is what her staff tweets out, or emails and texts out to people when she's about to speak somewhere.
So no banana splits, no banana bread.
Oh, I love banana splits.
Oh, yeah.
Banana bread. Oh, my God. I wonder if she could have it in bread form.
Right.
That's the best. I love banana bread.
I can't stop.
Banana cake with chocolate frosting is amazing. Entenmann's.
Banana cake.
Yeah, Entenmann's. Amazing.
Really?
Amazing, yeah. Banana phobia.
Now, who is it? Ashley Baylor, who's afraid of frogs.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't
My
it?
mom, too. I brought a frog in
Really?
the house. Mom lost her mind.
Jackie's wife, Lauren, is afraid of frogs.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Where does that come from?
Really? Cute little
Frogs
froggy.
are awesome.
Cute little froggy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what is it about them? What do you think they can do?
Seriously.
They have no teeth, right?
Right. They just blow that bubble.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
They eat the flies and mosquitoes, which
Right.
I hate.
Exactly right. Occasionally pee in your hand, whatever.
That's toads, no?
Frogs, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've never had a frog pee in my hand.
They'll release. Yeah, squeeze them hard enough.
You have anything odd you're afraid of?
Odd. No, mine are pretty normal.
So bananas.
Spiders,
Let's see. That's normal.
Yeah. Centipedes.
Banana is weird.
Yeah. I was afraid of the dark.
Frog is weird.
I was afraid of the dark for the longest time.
That's not weird.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Okay.
I don't like driving through tunnels. It's not a fear
Yes.
where like it's going to stop me.
Yes.
But it makes me very uncomfortable.
Yes. Tunnels and bridges. If you're riding in a car, you will notice I go at least 20 or 30 miles an hour faster through either one of them because I'm just trying to get the hell out of there.
Really?
Yep. Especially if it's a busy bridge, because maybe it might be some traffic. If you're stuck in traffic on a bridge, it bounces. Scares the bejesus out of me. Yeah.
What bridge do you go on that bounces?
The Williamsburg Bridge. I used to have to go into the city all the time. I got stuck on that bridge a lot. So, yeah.
You have that, this reminds me of yesterday at this time. Do you have that clip of AJ talking about the intersection?
Did you not show him yet?
No, I didn't.
We were talking about holiday shopping.
That parking lot is jammed, like bad. All the streets jammed around it.
Really?
People jam that parking lot. Then they jam the intersections. They jam them. They even put those checkerboard boxes. Don't jam this area. They jam it anyway.
Yeah.
They jammed it already. Yeah, they jammed it already. I'm like, really now? Jammed. Jam.
So, are you afraid of jam?
No, I love jam.
You use that word so many times.
How about you say death? Phil, death. Phil, death. Phil, death.
Jammed.
Jammed.
Like jammed, like bad. Jammed today. The road jammed. But yeah, bridges and tunnels, yes.
Bridges and tunnels.
Yeah,
That's yours.
Not a fan.
It's not going to stop me from going over, but
Well, you
yeah,
have to.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I just fly through it.
The bridges, I'm more okay with. It's the tunnels, really. I'm just like, ugh, I don't like this feeling.
Yeah, because especially that one, the one tunnel that goes to the restaurant tunnel. When you go through that on the Merritt, that one there.
There's only one in Connecticut.
I always envision like all of a sudden, like as you're going through, like that light at the end just like disappears, like it's just crushing.
That one oddly doesn't bother me. I think it's because it's so short and I can see the end. Like as you go in, I can already see the end.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like the like tunnels of New York?
Underwater.
No. Hate it.
Why is there always something dripping?
That would be, yeah, right. It's coming through.
Yep. I see one tile pop off, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
A 41-year-old politician does not come into contact with the fruit, messaging people in venues she's scheduled to, speak at. No traces of banana must be in the room.
Oh, in that case, fill up his bananas.
What if you're speaking and someone just throws a banana on the stage?
Right.
Well, that's what I thought this story, like, I was like, why is it a headline? This
Yeah.
person has a phobia. Like, oh, okay.
Well, okay.
Yeah, they're real.
So obviously, she should go to Banana Republic.
They don't have, oddly, they don't have a banana in their logo.
Yeah. That's weird.
You would think.
Yeah.
This time of year, you know what the deal is with Banana Republic?
Jammed. Banana jam.
Banana jam. Dun, 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 dun.
Banana jam.
All right, coming up, first ever source, now UI. UI.
Great. An early shower, then sun and clouds today, breezy, upper 50 to 60, 45 now, Bethany.
95 southbound, heaviest delays starting in Bridgeport, exit 26 through to Fairfield around exit 21. Delays now expected about 20 minutes. On the Merritt Parkway, we've got heavy stop-and-go traffic reported in Trumbull. That's exit 49 moving southbound through Fairfield as well. Delays there, about 20 minutes. This traffic report brought to you by Velo Airlines. Did you know you can fly nonstop on Velo Airlines from New Haven and Hartford to almost 30 cities, including Jamaica and Mexico? Say goodbye to layovers and hello to hassle-free travel with everyday low fares, reliable service, and no change or cancel fees. Book your trip today at VeloAir.com. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
Omaha Steaks.
Meats.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
Delicious meats.
It's eating season.
Yes, it is. Eating pants time.
Nothing delivers comfort and joy quite like the unrivaled quality and taste of Omaha Steaks.
You can anticipate it.
Ugh, they got the steak. They have everything, by the way. Steaks, chicken.
Yep.
They have pork chops. They have this massive hot dogs. What are they called? They're
Gourmet
not-
Franks.
Gourmet Franks.
Right.
Massive.
Right. The pub burgers. Are
Right.
Great.
Ugh.
The Angus steak burgers.
This year, skip the holiday hustle and bustle. And who wants to deal with hustle and bustle?
I hate bustling.
There's nothing holiday
Right.
about hustle and bustle.
Get all jammed, yeah.
And save 50% off gourmet gifts site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, get a $30 reward card when you shop early and score an additional $30 off with the promo code Chaz, C-H-A-Z.
Boom.
From legendary steaks to mouth-watering desserts and more, save 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, for the tribe, you get an extra $30 off with promo code Chaz, C-H-A-Z, and a $30 reward card when you shop early. So do it now.
Do it.
That's 50% off at omahasteaks.com. That's O-M-A-H-A steaks.com, and an extra $30 off with promo code Chaz, C-H-A-Z. Minimum purchase may apply. Our first ever source now, UI, raising their winter electric rates starting January 25th.
No!
Apparently, they could do this twice a year. I've been digging into this. January and July, they can raise their rates or lower their rates, which seems to me, I don't remember them ever lowering.
Ever.
But it's based on usage.
Of course.
That's a good question.
Yes.
Have they lowered?
Not that
Let's
I'm
see
aware
the
of.
history.
Do you know what lower means?
If they do, they're not doing a good job at getting the word out there.
Yeah.
Like, that's what whoever their spokesperson is like.
Jamie.
Come out.
Right.
Wherever you are.
Exactly.
Or maybe they have a different definition of lowered than we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so small that it doesn't matter. United Illuminating has announced a 4.7% rate increase for January 25th, which will result in an average monthly bill increase of approximately $11.61. Utilities electric standard service rates are adjusted twice a year, January, July, winter rates. Really doesn't matter. Just bend over, get screwed.
Yep.
Where are the Democrats with this one? Why don't you come out and do something?
Now's a chance.
Why? Like, I'd love to. You know what we're going to have to do? We got to find a really good accountant and a digger. Someone who's like the combination of a private investigator and an accountant to start auditing
Forensic
things.
accountant.
Nice.
Yeah. I want someone to give me a list of all of these top people in Hartford and who's contributed to their campaign.
Right.
And right from there, we'll see why this stuff happens.
The money trail.
That's why it happens. You got to follow the money.
Yep.
And they could say all they want. Well, it's Pura. Pura is code for what does the governor want?
Exactly.
Because he appoints this person. Okay. And then he hides behind the person. And one of the things, as I was reading yesterday about this, is that, Pura can like put stuff into the budget that we don't vote on.
Aha.
Okay.
You can pat it.
That the legislature doesn't get a chance to vote on.
Yeah.
They get to just put stuff in. Like they put another $80 million to support electric vehicles. Okay.
Stop with that.
That's a call from the governor.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, $80 million.
Yeah.
Put it in there.
Stop with that. Stop. No one wants them.
You know how many cars we have on the road in Connecticut?
No.
40 million.
Wow.
Do you know how many are electric?
I'm going to say
Fully electric.
10,000.
27,000.
Wow. Damn.
When you have to just dump millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars for a technology that costs a tremendous amount more than what's available now, maybe wait.
Yeah.
Or let us know when you come up with a way that it seems just as affordable as gas.
Right. Find the right words, come back and see us.
Yeah. Oh, my God. And then I went through this whole, public portion where we're paying other people's bills. We're paying for this, paying for that, paying for this. It's horrible. It's pretty bad.
Ugh.
Joe in East Haven.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, good morning.
I think because everybody has solar panels now, just about, like, they're losing like $200, $300 a month on just those people, So they have to compensate on trying to get that money somehow.
That's what you think this is about?
There aren't so many.
Well,
Right.
say 100,000 houses have solar panels.
All right, I'm going to go do the
Times
math. I'll get back to you.
300.
Okay.
Thank you, Joe.
Got a pen. Hang on.
Have a good day.
All right.
Yeah.
Paul on the road.
Good morning, Chaz and AJ, and everybody in the office. How you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Good morning.
Everybody got a shout.
Chaz, why don't you just run for governor, do something for the state, do something for the people? This is absolutely ridiculous. No, they're not going to do anything. All the stuff that we say every day, all the stuff that you're doing for the listeners, they're not listening. They don't care. We need someone that cares.
Well, we all need to care.
That's your platform, Chaz, the man who cares.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate that.
Come on, Chaz. We need you to run.
No,
for
we need
something.
someone really good.
We,
That's what we
Chaz,
need. We need someone who's
with
going to
all-
light that place on fire.
Right, literally.
With
We
all
need
the smart-
someone to
with
pull all the
with all
pins
the
and just
smart
knock it
people
down
that we
like a
have in this
Jenga.
state, no one's ever going to run because they're just scared. You're not scared.
No, our last two candidates, or, I say but, someone who could have gone up there and become a disruptor were, millionaires who were too polite to really get people riled up.
Get
They're
nasty,
just too quiet.
Yeah.
Too nice. All right.
It's just getting harder and harder to live in this state. Anyway, hope everyone has a good day. Keep your heads up. All right, take care.
All right, thank you.
You do, thank you.
All right, someone's calling me out on my math here.
Oh.
Hey, Hawk in Bethany?
Yeah, did I hear correctly? You said they have 40 million cars in Connecticut? We only have 3 million people.
Hold on.
That's like 12 cars per person.
Oh, I did say that.
I have 3. I have 3 myself.
Hold on. I did say that.
I have 3, so.
Thank you for that.
You never know.
This is why I'll never be governor.
I'm sorry. It's basic math to me.
Hold on. No, that's good. I'm glad you called me out. Hold on. Let me see. Where are my searches?
car collectors
my
out there.
previous searches.
Yeah.
How many cars in Connecticut? That was my research.
Okay.
1.4 million.
Okay, that sounds more reasonable when we only have 3 million people.
Okay, at 5 this morning, it looked like 40 million.
Yes.
I can see that. I can understand that. I appreciate that.
All right, Hawk. Thank you.
Hadn't had enough coffee yet. All right, have a good one.
All right,
he
you
is a
too.
hawk, huh?
I appreciate it. All right. And another thing, did you see that? Have you heard of Doge? Do you know what Doge is?
I've heard of it. I'm not sure what it is.
Okay.
Doge.
Department of Government Efficiency.
Oh.
It's Elon Musk. And that, I never get his name right, Ramaswamy.
Ramaswamy?
Is that it, Ramaswamy?
I'm just guessing.
But they're going to be overseeing budget cuts. Well, it's kind of what we need in Hartford.
Yeah.
Someone needs to go up and just clean the freaking place out.
Right.
And get it running efficiently.
Yes.
And one of the things they're going to do is tell everyone they have to come back to work.
Nice.
You got to come into the office.
Yep.
And I wanted to bring Anthony Avalon on from Reitman to weigh in on this. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I hope I was the first person you thought about when you read this article, right?
Yes.
I think we've been talking about it for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think this is long overdue, as you might suspect I was going to say, that getting people back in the office is certainly, especially at the federal government level, is something that is pretty necessary. Obviously, if you read the article that you sent me, they've got a tough battle ahead of them, because it'll certainly be met with a lot of resistance. And, with the federal government and some of the contracts that these employees have, they're gonna fight this tooth and nail about it. But I think, like you mentioned just before with the other person, you need disruptors, right? You need people that are going to come in and say, listen, these are employees that should be evaluated based on merit and performance, right? And that you shouldn't just be entitled to a job just because you've been doing this and this is what your contract says, right? And that's the whole idea of what this Doge department is looking to accomplish, right? It's a 2-year project that they have, right? They're expecting to finish it up in 2026, and that the whole point is to go in there and identify these inefficiencies. And getting people back in the office is one way that they expect that. Actually, one of the things that they expect is that a lot of the people will just quit, right? And they'll just say, look, I'm not coming back in. And I think that it'll actually, it's gonna work. It's going to work just because it's going to put that kind of disruption on things, like you had referred to before, people are just so comfortable staying home, the idea of going back to work is going to be so upsetting to them that they're going to try and find something more convenient or remote. So
some people work from home and it's fine.
Yeah.
You would never know.
No, it's true.
No. Yes, I understand that. I cannot have that conversation.
I almost heard a gasket
anymore.
blow when I said that.
I cannot have that conversation with anybody anymore when they say to me, but no, I'm more efficient working from home. I know. Everybody tells me how efficient they are from home, right? How much they get their laundry done, how they run their kids to practices,
Right.
how they listen. Everybody tells me that, right? But if Fortune 50 companies are pushing their employees back in the office, and it's financially advantageous for them to keep people from at home, but they still bring people back in the office, somebody's doing the homework and the math to figure out that it actually
need it back
is
here.
better back in the office.
Yeah. I was having this conversation with someone who used to drive in or take the train into New York City every single day. And then COVID came and they found that they were able to, like, their job is basically in front of a computer.
Okay.
And that they didn't need to go into New York every day to be in front of this computer. And they're still getting their work done. So now they go in probably twice a month to the city, but they're able to do their work from home. And we talked about how Europe kind of has it right. You kind of just, you're strolling through life. It's not like work. It's life.
More
and then,
back.
and I do something for money.
Right.
Where here in America, it's like work. And, oh, yeah, that's right. I have a family.
Right.
Do you think that maybe, it's
I don't know.
not that bad to have that conversation?
I don't know. I guess, right? Like I say here, like for a lot of the people around here, I don't know. I really don't think people are killing themselves with work. So a lot of people tell me that analogy, like, "Oh my God, I'm so overworked." I don't see people so overworked.
Yeah.
To be very honest with you, I think it's like I look at people looking at their jobs as like a little speed bump in their life. They live their life, and then sort of work gets in the way of them leading their life, right?
There is a lot of that.
Damn that work.
And so what if we are the country that we are and the people that we are because of what we've been able to accomplish? Work is not such a bad thing. It creates the identity that we are as people, the sense of accomplishment that we have as individuals. And so if we're just about having fun and sort of being with our family all the time, I understand the importance of that, but I also know the importance of being people that have a sense of accomplishment and development and growth as individuals. And work creates that vehicle for us to do that.
Yeah,
You
I
just
like to
can't
see
do that.
Anthony Avalon is on from Reitman. I like to see them try to get state workers back to the office.
Right.
That's going to be.
I mean, come on.
The building's on fire.
But you know what the other thing? I know you're going to probably we have to go, but listen,
Yeah,
can I
we
just
do.
say one thing to you?
Sure.
All right. So you wanted to hang up?
Is this
Sorry.
one thing like a long thing, or is it one thing like 10 seconds?
I just wanted to say one thing.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Think about the idea of if working for companies where certain people have to go to work, and then certain people don't have to go to work, and think about the animosity that creates within those organizations, and the people that don't have to go to work simply say, my job doesn't require me to go in, so I'm not going to go. And even though it creates animosity, too bad. It just doesn't work. It's just not right, and it's not how companies are built. That's all I have to say. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, you make a good point.
Yeah.
I won't even bring up smoking weed on the job because I know that'll.
Please don't go there.
As of now.
All right. Thank you, brother.
You got it. Talk to you
All
guys.
right. Anthony
Be
Avalon.
good, right?
Yeah, you too. Anthony Avalon, Reitman. If you're looking for a better job or if you're a company looking for a better person,
Yep.
reach out to him.
He's the man.
All right, 99.1 PLR, Chaz and AJ in the morning. You know, this was the very first song I played on this radio station.
Is it?
Yeah. I played the top of the hour, Explosion, 99 Rock, WPLR, and I faded out, and this came fading in.
It's cool.
And then I turned. I was like, oh, man, that was badass. I turned. I took the needle off the record. I'm like, welcome to PLR, which ties right into Dumbass News, which is next. .1 PLR. Radio personality trying to sound smart sounds dumb. I about 6 a.m. was ripping apart the electric companies.
Yes.
Was it 6 or 7? 7. Just the last break.
Just, yeah.
Feels like it was so long ago. I've gotten so many texts.
Hold on. Start over.
Yeah. I was doing this thing about UI raising the rates and dumping another 80 million into this electric car thing, and then I was going through the electric cars and how many we have, and then I said, you know how many cars we have in Connecticut? I said 40 million.
Wow.
Luckily, what's his head called in?
Hawk.
Was he had the voice of more of a field mouse?
Yes, he did.
But thank you, Hawk.
Yeah. He's
it's
on
not
it.
40 million.
Misses no details.
And then just one of the many texts I got, Dana from Channel 3.
Oh.
Okay, jumped out of the car to get gas, but maybe check your math. I don't think there's 40 million cars in Connecticut.
Oh.
Hashtag the news lady. Yeah, not 40 million.
Okay.
It looks more like 1.4, which is a little bit off my number.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Emily Sierra in studio. Good morning.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
What's happening?
Oh, not much. Just loving my puppy. She's doing so good.
Florida man sentenced for jiggling his genitals.
Oh. It is holiday season.
Or his puppy, depending on whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
A villager's son has been sentenced for jiggling his genitals at the entrance of UF Health,
Wow.
the village hospital.
A little testy, yep.
Darren Malinsky, 52.
Oh.
Pleaded no contest this past week in Sumter County Court to a charge of exposure of sexual organs.
He also ring the little bell by the pot.
You know, if he put a bell on it, it would be cute.
Right.
I don't know.
What should I ring? Your ding-a-ling.
Free exams over here.
Wrong ding-a-ling.
He's been discharged from the hospital, but will still be... Oh, he was discharged from the hospital, but was wearing his gown.
Oh. Which gave you easy access to ding-a-ling.
It's a hot look.
Right. It is. Tough to pull off.
Standing at the entrance around 6:30 in the morning, January 27th.
Doesn't really ding. It goes to a fap.
Ooh, did he have the grippy socks on?
Makes a bunch.
Hold me back.
Makes a bunch of slappy sounds.
That's an LEWK loop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you really have to be a high level of sexy man to look good in those grippy socks.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Especially the tan ones.
Yeah, you have to be like Brad Pitt level.
Brad Pitt, Riley Green.
Where you can wear anything and it looks cool because you're Brad Pitt.
You're you.
Yeah.
He's 5'7", 230 pounds.
Oof.
Ooh.
Not good.
Yep.
Cinnabon size.
Yep. But I'm surprised he found his ding-a-ling. It was way over here under the shelf.
Jiggling the genitals.
Yep. Have a holly jolly.
Was he happy or mad when this happened?
I know.
Yeah, was he shaking it sternly or happily?
I want to know what he was in the hospital for, too. I'm so curious.
He lifted his gown, showing his penis and testicles, and was asking passerbys to check his balls.
Oh. For what?
He was seeking opinions as to whether they appeared to be swollen.
Okay.
6:30 in the morning?
They will be.
Strictly medical.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's cold outside. They're stuck up.
These look swollen to you.
Yeah.
Are you a nurse?
It's kind of hard your hand away, sir.
I can't get anyone to answer any questions in this building.
Have you ever been flashed?
No, I haven't. And I went to school in New York City, so I was kind of expecting, like, I'm going to see something.
Go there
you know?
now.
Yeah, exactly. So I haven't, no.
Never been flashed?
Nope.
No one's ever, like, whipped it out?
Nobody's whipped it out. Guys have said weird stuff as I've been
They've sent you
passing
the
by.
pictures, right?
Oh, yeah, I've got the dick pics.
Yeah,
D pics for sure.
The D
Sorry.
pics.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And those are just like out of nowhere. One time, one guy sent me one when we were both at work working next to each other, and he sent it next to a wine bottle. I don't know if I've shared this on the air before. And I didn't notice the penis. I just like noticed the wine. And I was like, oh my God, is he inviting me over for wine later? That's like so sweet of him. And then I like looked at it closer. I was like, oh, that's not his forearm.
Right. That's not a wine cork.
Oh, wow.
Right.
That's impressive.
That's not a wine cork.
I knew what he had going on. It was
Those are the guys that should send the pics.
Right.
It's like, all right.
I was like, I respect.
It's the size of an arm.
That's a great fitting. Where was this grown?
I tried to keep it out of the picture. It just, I couldn't.
This was Australian.
He was Portuguese, if you guys want to know.
Oh, all right. I like the pork chops.
Right.
Ruth, have you ever been flashed?
Twice.
Twice.
Whoa.
Twice.
I have.
What happened?
One time I was outside of a building with my friend, and this guy comes over and he's like, I need help finding my friend. Where's my friend? And we didn't realize until I looked down what he was talking about.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Right, your friend's right there.
It's out of the barn, but
right.
Yep.
He's standing up.
right in front of you.
Is he a little
Right in
guy?
front.
Is he a little
Yeah,
guy
it
by
was
any
just
chance?
down, and then we like freaked out, and we just started like running away, and he's running after us with it still out.
Oh my
Has
God,
been
this is a
down the whole
horror
time?
movie.
Has this been down the whole time? Yeah.
Yeah. Where did that happen?
It was.
I don't mean to laugh.
Outside of the what used to be called the Ansonia Mall. It wasn't really a mall, but it was
Yeah.
Like there was a bank next door, and my friend and I were just kind of hanging out there, and the guy just like walked up to us. There was nobody else
A
there.
blunt instrument.
That does sound like Ansonia.
Yeah, it does. It's on the welcome sign.
Another time,
It's
the
on the
other
welcome
time, I was coming home. My friend and I were on our way home, and we were at a stop sign, and we were rear-ended.
Oh.
So we get out of the car, and the guy behind us gets out of the car, and he says, "I think there's something wrong with my belt. I think there's something wrong with my belt." And we think he's talking about his car.
Right.
Yeah. No. He pulled his pants down.
Oh, wait, it's the mayor of Ansonia.
Erection.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, you were re-ended.
If someone offers you $250,000 for this baseball card, which happens to be out in circulation right now, don't take it. Brendan Steiner on next to tell us why.
We're going to see sun and clouds, breezy, upper 50s to 60, 46 now in Cheshire.
All right, 95 southbound, heavy delays now in Fairfield. This is going to start at exit 24, moving southbound to about exit 19. Delays there expected to be about 15 to 20 minutes. On the Merritt Parkway southbound, we're going to start in Trumbull right around exit 47, stop and go traffic building, but we've got heaviest delays reported in Norwalk now. That's exit 40 through to Stanford around exit 36. This traffic report brought to you by Medicare.gov. Medicare plans change from one year to the next, and this year it's important to compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Visit Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th, paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
That's right, Jonathan Carbuty.
Yep.
Thank you, Jonathan Carbuty.
Thank you.
You know, he brings the whole crew, his whole office every year.
Yeah. It's nice.
With lots of toys.
Yep. Fun group, too.
Jonathan Carbuty, Carbuty and Company Realtors. This is the kind of guy you want to do business with.
Exactly.
Especially when you're dealing with the biggest investment of your life.
Sure.
Your home.
Yep. Very true.
Oh, he brings all kinds of toys. He gets so excited about it.
He really does.
Yeah.
Really done. I get totally.
He has great enthusiasm. I love his energy.
Yeah. Where does he get it from? Can you buy it?
Can you buy that somewhere?
Where do you get it from?
Jonathan Carbuty, Carbuty and Company Realtors. If you're selling a house, call this guy. You got to at least have him be one of the people you talk to.
Definitely. Be foolish not to.
We all got that cousin or whatever that does it, you know.
Right. Doesn't do anything.
Right. Don't you want to make the most amount of money? He sent me these pictures.
Uh-huh.
Same room. Completely. You wouldn't think it's the same room.
Really?
No paint. Just some pillows, a rug, couple of things rearranged. The whole room lit right up.
The whole dynamics changed?
One looked like a dark dang thing that would be in like some murder show.
Okay.
And the other picture looked like it would be in a home show.
Gotcha.
No paint.
Right.
Just this is what they do. They come in, they stage the house. You get more money.
Big difference, yeah. Huge.
Call the pro. And by the way, when you reach out to Carbuty and Company Realtors, you start with Jonathan.
Yep.
It starts with a phone call to him. Here's his personal cell, 203-980-6886, 203-980-6886, or CarBeautyRealEstate.com. Scientate. Brendan Steiner on the phone. This is going to be the weirdest question anyone's ever asked you.
Cool.
Have you ever been flashed?
Thinking about it.
Brandon?
Is that a question for me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, of course I've been flashed.
Of course.
Yeah, man, I went to college. Come on.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
Nothing better than a good flash from the opposite sex.
Right.
That kind of flash is the best kind of flash.
Well, not always.
We're not talking about that.
Not
yeah, I
always.
guess you're right.
Yeah, sometimes bad.
We were just doing this story in a segment called Dumbass News where this guy was like flashing people outside of a hospital in Florida and asking if his genitals looked swollen. That's the worst kind of flash.
Well, they keep on touching me.
That's not the good kind of flash.
Yeah, that's not a good flash. I think about the good flashes I had back in my days when girls were driving by and open up the window and boom.
Right.
That's awesome.
I want eggs.
Isn't there something about being young that's just freaking awesome?
It's amazing.
Because you
isn't
don't
it?
care about
You don't.
life, really. It's like,
miss it.
wow, I just got flashed. Today's the greatest day ever.
It is. It is.
That made the day perfect.
It did.
Greatest day
They should
ever.
allow adults to be young. They should allow adults to be young, like maybe one day a year where you can kind of do anything and be irresponsible and do stupid stuff, not be accountable.
Yeah.
One day a year. That's all I ask for.
Right.
Maybe
Right.
just one day period.
Right. Not have your head full with all those, do I have enough to get through the rest of my life? And like, how am I going to pay this bill?
No worries.
Yeah.
Just empty.
Right. With the electric bill. No. I got flashed today.
Exactly.
Today was a great day.
All I need is a slice of pizza and good.
And let's go smoke a doobie.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Smoke a doobie and celebrate.
That's
exactly
right.
Yeah, I know it's
love
only
it.
10 a.m.
Brandon Steiner on, CEO of Collectible Exchange and the Steiner Agency, author, speaker, media personality. This card, Phil, set this card up. It's, I think the card company is, who's offering $250,000 and then the team saying don't do it?
So it's a one of one. Paul Skeens, who has just taken baseball by storm for the last 2 years. So he won the College World Series. He was the number 1 overall pick by the Pirates. Comes up midway through the season, which is very early, even for a great player to join a major league team, and is not only good but dominant. He just won the Rookie of the Year and was a finalist for the Cy Young, which is the best pitcher. So he is that good. So they released a one.
Also, he's going out with someone.
Yes, right. So Olivia Dunn. Livy Dunn, who's become a phenomenon of her own right. They're a couple. They're like the power couple.
Yeah.
So she appears at some games and stuff. Anyway, there's a one-of-one rookie card for Paul Skeens that's just in circulation right now. Nobody has claimed it just yet. And the Pirates have made this offer saying, hey, we want the card. This is what we'll give you. And it's 2 tickets for the next 30 seasons behind home plate. You just get those tickets.
Wow.
You also get to go on the field during warm-ups and spring training and meet the players. You get to have a private softball game with 29 of your friends. They're going to pay you. But there's a card collector in the area who saw, so I think they put this out on social media, and they're whatever you do not take that offer.
Well,
the card is worth so much more than what they are offering. Don't take this.
Brandon, what do you think of that?
Well, I just, underneath my pillow, I left my tooth. We're checking to see if the fairy godmother had gone and left me a $5 bill. It's a good story. Like it. Nice promotion. But, as my son always said, Dad, I love the hype. I really do. And it's good hype. But, first of all, that card's only worth what it's worth if somebody's willing to pay it. Obviously, it's a good hype because if you're a kid, you're going to go buy a couple of packs of those cards hoping you get the card.
Damn right.
So you imagine, those cards are not expensive to print. So hopefully it creates a complete stir of selling these cards that have potentially this card in there, which use the word potentially, allegedly. Rumor has it. We don't know if that card's even there, which is another problem I have with these one-of-ones.
Gotcha.
It's a little sketchy if you're using your college tuition money to go buy a bunch of cards hoping you're going to get that card. Don't do it. But it's a good promotion. It makes you get up off your butt and go buy a bunch of those cards hoping that maybe you get that card, which, you go buy a lottery ticket too.
It does have a Willy Wonka feel to it.
Yeah,
it's a rookie card. It's a one-of-one. It's got the patch also is part of it. It's not the only one-of-one in the set, but it's the only one that has got this kind of attention so far.
So let me send a memo here. Let me just put you got to be really careful with all these card promotions. They're overhyped. More than likely, you're going to have firewood with these cards and be worth nothing. They're overprinting cards. I'm sorry to be the double downer in this conversation, but generally speaking, you're going to be buying a bunch of nothing in hopes to get something.
Wow.
And that's kind of like a lottery ticket.
Yep.
But what I love about this promotion is it exposes now the fact that these trading cards are now gambling. So if you're okay with your kids gambling to hope to get these
what do you mean?
One-of-ones and special cards, because the kids are buying all these cards and they're expensive in hopes to get the special one-of-one or rookie. This is the scheming and scamming that the card companies are doing, and the kids are buying into it. But most of the time, they're getting nothing, and they're sitting with a whole boatload of nothing.
Yeah.
And they've spent their bar mitzvah birthday money. And I just want to tell people, be careful, because a lot of these things are way overhyped, and they just don't really come out and working out. And we don't know about that card and where that card is. And there's a possibility there's so many of those cards printed, you may never even see that card.
Yeah.
Or maybe we will. But the fact that what it's worth is only what somebody's willing to pay for it. The fact that the Pirates are willing to put something on the table shows some real value. But think about all the cards that are going to get bought to match up to that value. Good promotion.
Brandon Steiner's on. We're going to take these calls in order of how they're coming in. Adrian in Oxford.
Oh my gosh, Chaz, you should know this better than anybody. Shelton, Riverview Park, back in the day, driving through the park,
flashing,
going to pick up a little smoke, get from school.
Yeah, Chaz, you know.
Dude, dude. There was a creepy dude that used to hang out there. I swear, just like in a cartoon with the big long jacket. You know what I mean? The trench coat. That guy must have flashed me and my girlfriends a half a dozen times.
High Plains Flasher.
But you kept going back.
Yes.
Normally twice.
You know what?
I'm not going in that park.
I go to the toll gate.
All right.
Listen, back in the day, it was like one of the only places where you could go to just, get a little smoky.
Right.
A little smoky.
Right.
Turn your mic on.
Okay. Then remember when the bowling alley was in Derby on what? Same guy.
This is like the Bermuda Triangle for Ruth.
Seriously.
And Sonia Mall's not far away from this bowling alley where she saw the ghost and had the accident.
Many sightings.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's probably the same thing. So
Adrian. Adrian.
Yes.
Call us back later. I got Brendan Steiner on the phone.
Right. Here's one of your
All right.
Yeah.
Jay and
I
Waterbury.
knew that the flashing would supersede the card situation.
I'm so glad you got me on here. Just because people need to realize these boxes are not just random packs. It's $300 a box, and they only come in hobby boxes. And that's the only way you're going to pick these cards up. And these live breakers that do live breaks are busting 20 cases a time. They're the ones that are going to hit that. They're ruining the hobby. No single guy is going to get this. And if you do ever hit this card, call Golden and sit on it, because that's the only way you're going to hit it. Like he's saying, it pisses me off that these live breakers bust 20 cases and the random guys never get a chance. I spent thousands on baseball cards. I'm done with it. It's bullshit. It's a setup. I'm sorry. I'm swearing. Thanks for all the good work.
Wait, hold it. Don't hang up.
Yeah.
Jay,
Okay.
What's the nicest card you have in your collection?
I have some 1-on-1s. I have a 1-on-5 Anthony Volpe auto relic. I have huge cards. But I spent.
And what was that card worth versus what that card's worth now?
Exactly.
Is what's getting you to have cocktails later.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Why? What happened?
Anthony Volpe was another very highly touted rookie. He's with the Yankees, so he's got time, but he's not performing very well now.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the card went.
New product was. You can see a Paul Skeens rookie right now. It's because it's the hottest product. It's $5,000. Look at it in a month from now and see what it's at.
So these
It'll
cards
be down
have become like
$200.
stocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch it like
It's
a
a
stock.
scam. It's a scam.
To hit a 1-on-1.
The card guy is saying it's a scam.
It is.
It's all a scam,
right? The big breakers bust 30 cases. Go Phil Farm right now. They're busting 30 cases. You think a random guy like me is going to hit it? Maybe, but yeah, I'm not busting 30 cases. They're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So in 2020, 2021, when people were home, they just needed stuff to do, and people started just opening packs of baseball cards on live streams and then getting excited.
Pops is not stupid. Panini's not stupid. They know how to make money.
Yes, they do.
It's a big gamble. They know it's it's corporate. So have a good day, guys. I hope somebody does hit it.
By the way, one more comment.
Jay,
one more comment on the caller that was just on the phone. With all your cards, I have Star Stock. That's my website with all the trading cards, 1 million trading cards. I'm happy to take all your mediocre cards and put it on my website in my vault. Happy to do that. Check out Star Stock. It's the home of all these cards that used to be really worth a lot. They still have value, but not what you paid.
I go for the Mickey Mantle, the old school now. I go for the all.
That's like buying real estate.
Yeah, the Hall of Famers, because
it might dip, but you're not going to lose your money on it.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's Chaz. Exactly. I go for the Mickey Mantles, Joe DiMaggio, the big players, Carl. The
there
people that've been around. They already proved.
They're established.
Themselves.
Yeah,
and they're not making more of those cards.
Well,
those cards are what they are
It's
now.
like buying Apple or Amazon.
Right.
They're established. They're blue chip companies.
And there's only less available, never more.
Jay, have you ever been flashed?
Absolutely. Come on.
That got him happy. Did you hear that? He went
Yes.
from anger to happiness
See?
in a second.
Makes folks happy.
Boobs.
All right. If you want to call in, Hey, it really makes the world go around. If you want to call in any sports memorabilia you have and you want to see if it's worth something, we have the king of it, Brandon Steiner, on the phone right now. 203-882-9757.
We're going to see sun and clouds today. It's going to be breezy, upper 50 to 60, 46 now in New Haven.
95 southbound, we've got delays that are going to start in Fairfield, right around exit 24. Heaviest delays through Southport, though. This is exit 19 to exit 13. We're over 30 minutes of delays now expected. On the Merritt Parkway southbound, delays similarly will begin in Trumbull, right around exit 47, but we're heaviest in Norwalk. That's exit 40 through to Stanford at exit 36. This traffic report brought to you by Compassion International. Every day a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year and their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
Window Nation.
Window Nation!
This is a very spectacular thing they're doing right now.
Yes.
50% off all styles of windows plus 0% interest for 60 months. Now, you'll be able to pay these off in 60 months.
Yeah.
You know, this morning we were doing a story about UI rates going up. Yesterday was Eversource rates going up. We know what happens when it gets cold. Propane, heating oil goes up.
It all goes up.
If you don't have Window Nation windows, you're probably just blowing that money out the window.
Why'd you do that?
Yeah, get new windows, increase the value of the house, and the house will look better.
Much better.
Nicer.
Much better.
866-90-NATION. 866-90-NATION, or visit windownation.com, and they'll come by. It's free. They'll give you an estimate, and then if you like it, you move ahead.
Boom.
50% off, 0 interest for 60 months. 866-90-NATION, or visit windownation.com. Tell them Chaz and AJ sent you. Okay. Brandon Steiner is on. We're talking about sports memorabilia. Let's go. Oh, damn it. I hung up on him.
Go.
Oh, we don't have his number.
Go.
Oh, damn it.
Go.
Hold on, Craig. Don't tell us what you have. Hold on. He's calling back.
Okay. Right.
All right. Hold on. All right. Just put him right on hold, please. Okay. Now I have you locked in.
Yeah.
Now I can go to another call. Craig and Shelton, you're on with Brandon.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much. I have an old baseball from my grandfather that was signed by the Babe. It says, "To Steve from the Babe." Curious if it doesn't have Ruth on it. Is it valuable just as much?
It is valuable. Unfortunately, it's personalized, so it's not as valuable, but it's a great ball. It's the kind of thing that I would send into Collectible Exchange to get it authenticated. Okay. And that doesn't cost a lot of money, and you probably get some nice money for the ball, depending on the quality of the autograph.
What do you
If it's
think?
still on there in good shape. Could be worth a few grand to 10 grand.
Okay.
Wow.
To 10.
I think that.
Yeah, it's a nice ball.
Yeah.
If the signature's in good shape, even though it says to Steve, it'll go for some pretty good money.
Especially to someone named Steve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a holy grail.
Yeah.
Well, that's my middle name, so that might be worth it.
Too bad Steve Jobs isn't alive. He
Seriously.
might want to buy it.
Right.
Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it. Love your show.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Have a great day now.
I
You
love
too.
stuff like that, man. That's awesome.
What's the most, what do you have in your collection that's like, hey, this is
Wow.
the showpiece of my collection?
I'm like everyone else. I'm promoting people to sell their collections. That's what Collectible Exchange does. But I've got so many cool things in my office, but they're more personal, things that like Bob Knight I was a big fan of his, and I have a good relationship with him. And he's written some really cool stuff to me. Letters.
That's
some of the biggest names. I saved all those letters and thank you notes from the Joe Namaths and the Mariano Riveras and stuff. So I keep all those letters and stuff like that. Game used hockey stick for Mark Messier.
Wow.
His 611th goal. The afternoon after he had that goal, he came up into my office, gave me the stick.
Wow.
Which was really nice. He had no appointment. He just stopped by and said, "I just want to give you this stick here." It was pretty cool.
Holy cow. Scott in Wallingford, you're on with Brandon Steiner.
Yes, I have a baseball signed by Meatloaf probably 30 years ago, a celebrity game they did in New Haven. Is that worth
Love
anything?
that ball. They used to do a bunch of balls signed by Rizzuto and Meatloaf, from the famous song that Rizzuto did.
Paris by Dashboard Light.
and those
Yes.
were cool.
No, it was
I
actually
keep the
him
ball.
himself that signed it.
Yeah, I got it. I would just have them dual sign with Rizzuto on there, and those used to sell really well. But I would take that ball and I'd frame it up with the album cover, Bat Out of Hell, and you get a little bit more money for the ball, so it puts it in perspective. But that ball is worth about $150 if it's signed correctly. You still got to get it authenticated, which I can help you with, but that's a cool ball.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Who doesn't love Meatloaf?
I actually thought you were going to be laughed off the air, but $150, that's pretty cool.
It's a comfort ball.
People love it. People love the rock and roll and the artists when they sign baseballs. Whenever I get with someone who's not an athlete, I have them sign a baseball when in doubt. Like I just had Spike Lee sign some baseballs. Just got in the Hall of Fame, and that was cool when he wrote "Do the Right Thing," which is kind of cool.
Hey, thank you, Scott.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Jacob in Manchester, what do you have?
Hey, how you doing? So please help me. 25 years I've been trying to find information on this. Cal Ripken Jr., he was the consecutive game streak winner over 2,600 games. He signed a bat and a ball for each one of those games. My mom got me one of each when I hit my first home run in Little League, and I haven't been able to find anything on any of the interwebs or anything about him.
Oh boy, that was a concept back then. It seemed like it was cool. I mean, it's a very, very large addition, but it's still a cool item. I know exactly what you're talking about. And people will pay about $300 or $400 for that combination of that ball and bat. Cal Ripken probably signed more autographs. He's right up there in the top 5 most autographs ever signed by a player.
Oh,
because back in the '90s, it was a huge deal. What he had accomplished, and he kind of saved baseball a little bit coming off of that strike. So it takes a little bit away from his autograph as far as him being more of a holy grail type autograph. But that's still a very cool collectible, the bat and the ball combination, that limited edition. It's just not one of those, oh my God, items. But it's still probably more than what you paid. And that's a nice item. Cal Ripken's a solid, autograph, but he's signed a lot. and it doesn't make that autograph incredibly expensive. But you could probably sell that bat and ball for about $400, $300-400.
Well, I didn't pay anything for it, so that's $400 plus.
That's right.
See?
That's right. But your mom gave it to you. So it's priceless.
I'm happy to figure out how to sell it for you. No problem.
All right,
All
Jacob.
right, thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
Come on in.
We're going to link
By
up
the way,
all
that guy
things.
has a good voice for radio, man.
Yeah.
That's a radio voice, right?
That's a radio voice.
Yes, it is.
Brandon Steiner, CEO of Collectible Exchange and the Steiner Agency. We're linked up to all his stuff on the radio station website. If we don't talk to you, have a great Thanksgiving.
Hey, have a great day, guys. Love coming on the air. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
All right, coming up. 1, have you been flashed? And 2, $1 million worth of Sammy Hagar and Guy Fieri's tequila was stolen in a heist while coming in from Mexico. I love heist stories. Brian Foley up next.
Got some clouds right now. Sun and clouds later on. Breezy, upper 50 to 60, 46 now in Wallingford.
95 southbound delays will start in Fairfield at exit 24, but we're heaviest in Southport. Exit 19 to 13 delays there, over 30, perhaps even 40 minutes now. On the Merritt Parkway, you can expect delays starting in Trumbull as well. That's around exit 47, but Norwalk is where they're heaviest. Exit 40 into Stamford at exit 35 now. Delays there, over 30 minutes. This traffic report brought to you by Velo Airlines. Did you know you can fly nonstop on a Velo Airlines from New Haven and Hartford to almost 30 cities, including Jamaica and Mexico? Say goodbye to layovers and hello to hassle-free travel with everyday low fares, reliable service, and no change or cancel fees. Book your trip today at VeloAir.com. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
Connecticut in-home assistance.
The best.
I want to thank them for helping us with the toy drive.
Yes, thanks so much.
10 signs that home care might be needed. 1, recovering from a hospital stay.
Okay.
2, bills are not paid or paperwork piling up. 3, loss of weight, lessened appetite, unwilling to prepare a meal, or spoiled food in the fridge.
Ooh.
4, problems with walking or balance. 5, a history of falls. 6, not remembering to take medication.
That's bad.
7, the home is cluttered or uncleaned. 8, confusion, memory loss, changes in personality. 9, a recent car accident or problems driving. 10, changes in personal hygiene and grooming.
Need some help.
Connecticut in-home assistance can help you or a loved one with companions, homemakers, or personal care. They have this plug-and-play system that I love. You call them, they come over wherever it is that you want them to do what it is you want them to do.
Yeah.
And they evaluate what it would cost per hour or per week or per month, whatever.
What do you need?
But then you know that.
Right.
So like if you're going on a trip and it's like, well, I won't be able to look in on mom, you call them, I'm going to be away. This is what I need. And boom, you activate the machine.
Activate.
855-412-CARE, 855-412-CARE, or cthomecare.com. Tequila heist involving a red rocker, a big drug takedown in Portland and New Britain.
Wow.
And a massive fight in West Haven. Brian Foley, good friend of the show, on the phone now. Former chief of detectives in Hartford, now runs, what town is it?
Tolland.
Right.
The best town in Connecticut.
Yep.
You better believe it.
All right, let's start with this tequila heist.
Incredible, huh? Two 18-wheelers coming out of Mexico over the border in Laredo, and they get heist and basically heisted and put in different.
Can you move to phone just a little bit?
How's this better?
Awesome.
Yep.
All right, yeah. So you had two trucks coming out of Mexico through Laredo over the border, and they disappear. They basically disappear, and they're filled with tequila. Like I am not a tequila person at all.
But it's Sammy Hagar and Guy Fieri's tequila.
Yeah, they're famous tequilas and high end stuff too. And you can't just, it's not like mixing Kool-Aid. You know, it takes years to make tequila, especially the high end tequila. So, and they just disappear, and so it sounds like, you know,
the drivers disappear too.
Well, I mean, not yet, but I mean they've disappeared. Yes, the cops certainly don't have eyes on them, and the tequila's gone. They were able to track one of the trucks to Los Angeles. So with the trucking company, they set up a fake trucking company, got in with the broker. The broker hired them to move this tequila from Mexico to the legitimate places in the United States, but It was not a real trucking company. They had GPS spoofing systems. So, you know, like you look at construction equipment on the highway, trucks everywhere, they all have the trackers on them now. Well, you're able to spoof those. And so these trucks had the tracking stuff in them. They were able to spoof it, so the broker was able to watch the trucks where they were going, only it wasn't where they were going. The drivers in on it obviously were sending pictures saying their trucks were broken down and they were having problems. And then, you know, they just never showed up anywhere. That was it, and the trucks were gone into the wind. And they were able to get one and track it to an area in California known for this type of thing. The other one that went east, no idea where it went. And they're not going to either at this point. You know, they have license plate reader technology on the highways. Connecticut has them, I believe, or they're getting to them and used for these types of purposes. So they are able to track it to California, but this stuff's gone into the wind now, and the cops will be finding this tequila for years in different locations, you know, in different bodegas and stores and stuff, sitting behind the shelves for sale. This stuff will be popping up forever.
Wow.
And you know, it's obviously organized crime. But you know, and even if they recover, let's say the cops recover one of the trucks, which they're not going to. Let's say the cops recover one of the trucks with the tequila in it. They can't bring it back to the owners, and the owners can't sell it. It's a loss. Like anything else, there's a safety chain of custody with the tequila. So they're never gonna get that back. And for the tequila companies, I'm sure they're insured. I'm sure the broker's insured. They're going to recover the money for the lost tequila. But you look at the holidays, the momentum of a brand, and losing it right now is really tough. And if it's $1 million of tequila, you know, black market tequila it's not like guns where the value goes up, it goes down. So it's, you know, it's not like a massive heist. Really what it is, it's a shock to these famous, you know, everyone loves Sammy Hagar, and you know, it's a shock to them, you know, to lose their branding like that during this, you know, of course, important marketing time.
It was Christmas shopping.
Luckily for both of them, they're so rich, this isn't even going to... It'd be like me losing $1.
Right.
Yep.
You know?
Don't be holding a cardboard sign at the end of the interstate, yes.
Yep.
So once that chain of custody is broken, you can't, you can't say, well, we found it and let's put it in the store.
Right.
It's done?
Correct. Yep, it's gone. They'd have to write it off at that point and destroy it. Likely be forced to destroy it if it were recovered. So... it's gone into the wind. That's a lot of tequila, but that will infiltrate through the black market. Very easy to unload through different, you know, liquor distributors and such, across the country. They'll have no problem fencing that stuff out, but certainly not at what it's worth on the regular market at a reduced rate.
So what do you think the reduced rate would be? And then you got to figure there's at least a dozen people involved in this heist,
right?
At least a dozen. I mean, at the end, it doesn't seem.
It was worth it.
Like you said, it's not that big of a heist.
Yeah.
Not that big of a heist, but it sure is a good test run for other stuff, isn't it? To see if they can pull this sort of thing off. So you know, it's a good dry run for something bigger. And that's what the cops start worrying about. Okay, they got us here. What's next? And let's start looking what's coming over the border of high value and where are our weak points. And so that's what they'll kind of start to look at.
Brian Foley's on the phone. We're just talking about the Sammy Hagar, Guy Fieri tequila heist. About $1 million of tequila gone.
Yep.
What about this major drug takedown in Portland and New Britain? You've been involved in things like this, right?
Of course, yeah. The 5 kilos of coke is the big one. There's smaller amounts of fentanyl and heroin. They seized it was run out of a car dealership in New Britain, and so it was a Fed operation out of the U.S. Attorney's Office. And so when it was in New Britain, these guys were basically selling drugs and using their auto dealer as a backdrop for this operation. And the Fed seized 5 kilos of coke. So what this is,
how many pounds is that?
I don't know, like 10 pounds.
I like how you said, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, 9 pounds. The math is tough. It's under 2, right? Just under 2 times for a kilo.
When I was a kid, they said we're going to learn metrics.
Right.
And then we just,
really
as a country, decided, yeah, we're good.
And we left it at that. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and that's a lot, obviously. That's a lot of coke.
That's a lot of coke.
It's a rebate for your car.
With a lot of value. So what happens is like the feds have the assets. They have the money. They have the ability to do wiretap. They have different laws with the way the federal structure is. But the police departments, local, who are all involved in this, they have the information and the informants at the street level. And so the two combine, and there's always these task force. They're out there operating all the time. And what happens is the feds will come into a police department and say, hey, we want to run a wire. And, as cops, a wire means this is going to be a big, long operation, and we're going to have to give them cops. So, and all police departments don't have a lot of cops right now. But the thing is, yes, we got 10 kilos off the street, and that's great that we got that off of there. But what used to concern us as cops is, all right, these guys are arrested now. The drugs are off the street. It's not like we can close the doors, shut off the lights, and all the crime's solved. We can go home. That drugs are going to keep coming. There's going to be violence as to who snitched on who. There's going to be violence as to who the next drug dealers are in these areas, who's going to pick it up. So there's a lot of cleanup after that. And but still, you want to get those mass drugs off the streets, but now you have to start planning for the violence that's going to come after this as a result of it, and try to quell that and prevent any more murders. 10 kilos of coke or 5 kilos of coke, someone's going to pay. And so you get kind of worried about that. But these task forces are really good because you got the Fed money, Fed resources, and it's usually the best of the best, cops of the bigger cities. And then you got like Department of Corrections on these task forces, and they're listening to everything out of the prisons. They know everything that's going on.
Well, coked up.
Have you had that happen where you do a big drug bust and then bodies start turning up?
Every time, yes, of course.
Every time.
Frog Hollow in Hartford. Anytime you'd see those big Fed seizures and they're going around snatching up people, and streets are closed down and warrants and everything, and so that's fantastic. And you get those people behind bars and they're going to go do Fed time and they're gone. But
are they snitches or are they people with enough information to implicate other people so they now have to be killed?
Or because they messed up?
All of the above.
Oh,
so now,
wow.
You maintain informants as a good detective that especially it's going to get assigned to one of these drug task forces has informants, and you maintain them. That means you give them money every once in a while. You make sure they're taken care of. They get in trouble. They give you information, and you make sure these informants are taken care of. And we always say a detective's only as good as his informants. You have strong informants, you're going to make big arrests, and you're going to do well and go well in the police department. And if you have good informants, you're going to get snatched up by one of these task forces. And this one here in New Britain cops are good. You had Hartford cops, East Hartford, New Britain, Middletown, I believe. Like I said, corrections, state police, all involved in this with the feds. And it turned into a wiretap. So they're listening to phone conversations. They seized 26 cars out of this dealership. I mean, they're going to snatch up everything out of that dealership. Any funding, I'm sure the IRS will start sniffing around as to what they had for money and such. They'll be hard time. And when you lock up 13 people like they did, a few of those people are going to start singing.
Yeah.
So they're not going to go sit in Lake Placid prison, the Fed prison up there for 10 years. They'll start proffering information to the feds and to really make the ones who were really involved stick. And that's kind of where you look for the danger. Okay, who proffered, who gave information, and do they need protection?
So if the cars aren't stolen, they go up for auction?
Yeah, I don't think they were stolen. My guess is they were doing physical surveillance on this dealership, and the cars were used for deliveries. If the cars used for deliveries, you just surrender them to Uncle Sam.
Right.
And they'll go out. They'll sit in an impound for a year and a half. I remember in the first crack, though, goes to the police departments. Does anyone want any of these cars to use for undercover operations? We got a jet ski once out of an undercover operation.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember they had seized some guy in Rocky Hill. They seized his Harley. We didn't want that, I was on the boat patrol at the time. I'm like, I saw the jet ski. I'm like, hey, we'll take that. And we had to wait like 2.5 years, and once a year we go over and run fluid through it. Check the battery. We made sure it was maintained,
yeah.
and then we got it. We threw some lights on it. It might still be on the River Patrol in Hartford.
Nice. Best tan ever that summer. By the way,
26 cars though over there right now. I mean, they're going to get some good undercover cars out in the streets.
yeah, and check the trunk.
But are they undercover? Wouldn't it be dangerous? Like, you would be, especially if someone's familiar with the cars that were on the lot.
No, they'll mix those into the. No way.
Yeah,
Throw a cold
really?
plate on them.
Okay.
No one's
You
gonna
sound
know.
pretty confident.
Yeah,
so.
by the way,
those are 26 winners right there. I'd take any one of them.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. That's one nice cutlass in there. The by the way, a kilo is 2.26 pounds.
Yep.
A kilo.
Thank you for answering a question that was asked 10 minutes
I
ago.
was dying to find out.
We're dying to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
The plates at the gym have both measurements on it. That's how I kind of know.
It's weird how we went metric with some stuff. Like if you run a 5K. Okay, that.
Congrats.
We went metric on that. Okay, good. We have a liter of soda. All right, we got there.
Right.
But we still have a gallon.
Unless it's drugs, then it's kilos.
Yeah. Do a gallon of Coke.
Sounds cooler.
2.26
Sounds a lot
pounds.
cooler.
Brian Foley, thank you so much for coming on. We'll see you at the toy drive on the 13th.
I can't wait.
We haven't figured out what you're going to do yet.
Gonna pat us down.
I can wait for that, actually. All right, guys.
Have you ever been flashed?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Why, just
It's
today?
been the question of the day,
Just
by the
today.
way.
What time is it now?
By men.
Yeah, you know what? When you're in police work in a city, things happen. You see things, and people have mental disabilities. And
Right.
yeah, unfortunately, you see that. Yeah, and you have to deal with it, and usually you get a pretty good chuckle after it. But yeah, I mean.
I said I was sorry.
I had a guy took off his clothes right in front of me and jumped up on top of a car in the parking lot of 7-Eleven. And stood there, and that was impressive.
Wow.
That's when you call a rookie and say, "Come and get this guy."
Yeah,
100%. No, I wasn't touching. 100%.
I'm not wrestling this naked guy.
Got a freelance slushy machine again.
Get Slurpee's machine down, right?
All right, Brian. Thank you.
Yeah, see you guys.
All right, see you soon. Oh, man, we're very excited about our next guest.
Yay.
From mob hits on mayors to buying hand grenades, a badass former undercover New York City detective in studio next. Oh, man, we have a real badass in the studio right now. From mob hits on mayors to buying hand grenades and more, a badass former undercover New York City detective on the show. 99.1 PLR, Chaz and AJ in the morning. Tina Morera, good morning, and thank you for your service to this country.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
She looks like a badass.
Yes.
Like if I saw her somewhere, like I wouldn't mess with her.
Right.
No, you shouldn't.
Could
no.
kill you.
No, I wouldn't.
Not a good idea.
No, I know I shouldn't, and I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't.
Right. You look familiar.
We want to congratulate Bob in Plainfield. He's in the running to see Metallica in Nashville. Congratulations.
Good luck, Bob.
How did we find you? I think you called into Phil's show, right? Is that how it happened?
Yes. I called in for a contest.
Really? What were you trying to win?
The hockey tickets for Madison Square Garden. This
Quinnipiac Bobcats, Frozen Apple.
Do we have any tickets
Yes.
left? Did you win?
She won.
Okay,
Nice.
great. Oh, so you were getting the contest information.
Yeah, so we're chatting, we're talking, and I always the giveaway that I do is based around years. So I was asked, "Oh, what were you doing in this year?" She's like, "Oh, I know exactly what I was doing in 1992. I was an undercover detective in New York." I was like, "Get out of here! How long did you do that?" She's like, 12 years. I was like, "Hold on."
And she has a book.
I have 57 questions now.
That's right.
Wow.
Undercover Beauty.
Wow.
You know, has anyone told you look a little like Miley Cyrus in this
No.
picture? No?
No.
Is
never.
it me? Or does she look
Is
a little
it?
like Miley Cyrus? Just in this picture. On the
Yeah,
cover
a
of
little
her
in the
book.
picture.
Yes.
You see it?
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
the cheekbones.
I
and
see
the
it,
Oh,
yeah.
eyes a
okay.
little.
Well,
Yeah.
that was a long time ago.
Right.
How old were you in this picture?
I was 20.
You're 20 on the police department
Yeah.
in New York City.
Yeah.
And
I took the test when I was 16 and a half, and I passed it, and I had to wait till I was 20 to be hired.
holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then
Talk
did-
about knowing what you want to do, right? At a young
Yeah,
age.
no kidding.
Like a wrecking ball. Yep.
So did you I heard that. That was good.
That was good.
I tried.
Yeah. Did you start in uniform?
Yes. They originally wanted me to go in undercover, so they were going to pull me out of the academy so that I wouldn't have that much exposure in the
Oh, so
within
the other
department.
cops don't. Oh, wow. This is real undercover.
It was very undercover.
Like, we
But-
don't even trust these other people who want to be cops.
Right.
We don't want you exposed to them.
Right. But
Oh,
then
wow.
legally, they didn't do it because if you got hurt, they'd be liable because I wouldn't have
Had all your
been
training.
The 6 months. I wouldn't have done the 6
Right.
months.
So you needed the full training
Exactly.
for them to be covered.
Right, so
if you were to be hurt.
They just left me in the academy.
Oh, wow.
And then from there, I graduated, went into.
How did they identify so early that they knew they wanted you undercover? Was it like you scored high on a test or?
I think it was my look. I have a lot of tattoos.
Okay.
I'm very outgoing, and
Right.
You fit right in.
Yeah, I fit right in.
Like, you're not the typical cop.
Right.
What year
No.
was this?
1986.
86. Who was the mayor then? Was that Dinkins?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, forgot about him.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's horrible mayor.
So did he.
Yeah.
We've had a few horrible mayors.
A lot of.
We've gone through a lot of
couple good ones and a lot of horrible ones.
Couple stinkers, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they knew you would be good for undercover, and then so you get out of the academy, and you're not like directing traffic. You go right into.
Right. I went to the 40 precinct, which is as south as you can go in the Bronx.
That doesn't sound like Greenwich.
No.
Okay.
No.
A little
All right.
different.
Kind of the opposite.
Different, yeah.
No poodles
Yeah,
and
right.
and
Yeah.
nothing good going on.
Different kind of
especially back
barbecues.
then.
No pools.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really rough.
So even like as a cop, you're walking down the street, you're like, I don't know about this place.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was dicey. But then they asked, we actually had, which is in the book, they asked for a volunteer for the Bronx DA squad for witness protection to guard a female that was shot in the face.
Ooh.
And
The Diddy case?
no.
Oh, okay.
Actually, the shooter was profiled on America's Most Wanted twice, and he was finally caught, I believe, in Pennsylvania. So I was responsible to get her back and forth from a safe house to court. And
Oh, crap.
Just anything else she wanted
She
to do.
was the only thing that was going to put this guy away, and he's a known killer, obviously. And
He didn't find out until the next morning when it was splashed all over the news that she was the only survivor.
Oh.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So
And I said, I'll guard her.
Oh,
Right.
so she probably loved having you.
Yeah. And what was funny was that we were the same age. So we could relate
Yeah.
to
You
each
bond,
other.
yeah.
Yeah, we kind of bonded.
So why
which
was
nice.
who was murdered and
Her
how did that all
boyfriend?
happen?
She was in a relationship with a boyfriend who was a drug dealer, and the boyfriend decided, I don't know, that it would be a good idea to rip off the higher ups.
Yeah.
And they tracked
didn't
the
like it.
drugs down, and they found the drugs in the apartment. So they set it up, and he was killed. Her cousin was killed, and they thought that they had killed her, but she made it.
She was shot in the face?
She survived. Yes.
Unbelievable.
Damn, man.
Wow.
She lost her eye, so we used to have to take her back and forth to the doctor to get a prosthetic.
Yeah.
It was a shame, you know.
Oh my
but
God.
It's
So you got her all the way through the court case.
So we
and
got
was he
her through.
convicted?
Yes.
Was there any time where you were in the safe house where you thought, "Oh, I think they found us"?
Not good. Yeah.
Yeah. We had to call the bomb squad because I got up one morning after spending the night guarding her, and I went towards my car, and my car was open. And there was no way I was going to get in the car.
Oh, hell no.
Nothing was taken, so I knew something,
Yeah.
somebody
Something's
was messing
wrong
with the
here.
car. So I just continued walking, not to
Smart.
let on. I just continued walking, and then I made a call, and they called the bomb squad, and they checked the whole car. The car was fine, and I was back the next day.
Wow. But now do you have to go to a different safe house after the bomb squad has surrounded your car?
No, we went
No.
back to the same place.
Okay. And now when you're in a safe house with somebody, you sleep with one eye open. How are you taking shifts or?
There's usually 2 to 3 of us. So yeah, you
Take
have
turns.
to take turns.
Yeah.
I'm up all night, so I would take the
Night owl,
nights.
yeah.
I do nights.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And how can you tell if someone's following you? What do you're good at that, right?
I'm very good. You can't follow
Like
me.
I couldn't follow you.
Are you
like,
planning to?
No. Yes.
Don't. Yes, maybe. What?
Through your work.
Why not?
Through your works.
Yeah, I'm following your work.
No,
right?
but
The book and-
you learn to use everything around you. You learn to use store windows, car windows. You make
wow.
like you drop something, you tie your shoe.
Right.
You start mirroring and see if they're mirroring you.
Right.
And you make a left and see if they turn left, and then after that, I'm a bit of a badass. After a while I'll just confront someone and
Right.
say, "Are you following me?" Or what's up?
I'll walk through a car wash. You can walk through a car wash too.
Let's see if they'll follow me through this.
Why your hair's all messed up now?
More with Tina Morera. Her book is called Undercover Beauty. Can you get this on Amazon?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to talk about like a plot to kill the mayor of New York City that you were involved in.
Yes.
Not the plot.
We're going to see sun and clouds, breezy, upper 50 to 60, 49 now in Brantford.
All right, we have heavy stop and go traffic 95 southbound. This is going to be Southport, exit 19 through to exit 13. Delays there over 30 minutes expected. On the Merritt Parkway southbound, Norwalk, heaviest delays there starting at exit 40 through to exit 36. In Stamford, you can expect over 20 to 25 minutes delays in that area. This traffic report is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
Fine, I won't. Joint pain. No one says, yay. No.
No
It
one.
hurts. And you want to get relief from real lasting pain. What you want to do is go to QC Kinetics. It's AJ. People here are getting their lives back, getting their mobility back. thanks to QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in cellular therapies. Revitalize your joints. We're talking about advanced regenerative medicine using your body's own advanced healing properties, highly concentrated and placed carefully into your aching joint, back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain. All cutting-edge treatments, requires no surgery, no drugs, no downtime. It's a quick in-office procedure. I've done it. Gets you moving again. These protocols have been developed by medical professionals under the leadership of Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, a former orthopedic surgeon and a pioneer in clinical regenerative medicine. Arthritic joint pain, all those pains, just say goodbye to them. All you got to do and find out more. Basically, owe to yourself. Call QC Connects today for free consultation. 860-440-PAIN. 860-440-PAIN. Avon, New Haven, and Glastonbury. 860-440-PAIN.
Former undercover New York City detective Tina Moreira in studio. The book is called Undercover Beauty, and there's a chapter in it about assassination plot on Mayor Giuliani.
Oh,
what happened?
Ooh. I was approached by my captain, and to come into the office, I thought I was in trouble as usual, and there were two detectives there. They wouldn't tell me where they were from, and
That's weird.
Yeah. And but they asked me if I thought I could infiltrate a very small group of drug dealers, one in particular. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
So weird question, because what are you going to say? No, I don't think I'm up for it.
Let me think about it.
No, well, my initial, I didn't, I thought they were maybe from internal affairs. I thought maybe they were investigating a cop.
Right.
And so I didn't say yes right away, but once they left, I asked my captain, and I said, listen, I don't want to get into something else.
Yeah, I don't want to be doing that.
And he confirmed, no, I just can't tell you what it is. So I took it. And we ended up starting the case. I did it. It ended up starting from Brooklyn in New York. And they just give you buy money. And I was set up. I met a middleman. And he would not lead me to the main person. And after these buys take months, sometimes years.
Build trust.
Yeah.
Get to know you.
I would give him the money, and the guy would take off with my money. And which is, you don't want to do that. But we had to. And in this case, one night, I said, that's enough. And even my bosses didn't know. I jumped in my car, and I took off after him. And I saw where he pulled up, and I pulled up.
It was the same guy taking your money?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He would go to the place, I guess, get the drugs and bring them back to me.
Okay.
That's not good, because I wanted to know where the drugs were coming. That was the whole point.
Right.
And I followed him on my own, and I found he was about to knock on the door, and I ran right up next to him. And when the door opened, it was a female, and she wanted me out of there, but I talked her out of it. I said, if he led me to you, he's going to lead the cops to you. So we got to get rid of this guy.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Smart.
man.
Turn the tables
Girl
on him.
code.
You are good.
Yeah.
Right.
I said, he led me right to your door. So he's a problem. I'm not a problem. I could just, we could do business. We get rid of this guy. He's a middleman. And that's what we did. And it turned out she agreed with me, and I continued to buy from her.
What happened to that guy?
Well, we didn't do anything to him right away.
Walmart creator.
Yeah. No, you just continue the case. And then what happened was one day I was in her house, and I had her believing that I knew her husband. It turned out that he was in federal prison. And before he went in, he had plotted to, once he came out, which was only about 8 months after that, was his release date. He had a plan they were plotting to kill Mayor Giuliani. And I had her believing that I knew who he was.
So did the mayor, because the mayor was a district attorney.
The two guys that were in my captain's office.
Giuliani put them in jail?
No.
Okay.
The two guys that were there were from the mayor's office.
Okay.
That's why they wouldn't let me know where the case.
But Giuliani was a district attorney who was tough on crime. Did he put them away? That's why they wanted to kill him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all mob
So it was
related.
before he became mayor, and then now he's mayor. These guys are about to get out.
And now they want to get him.
Got it.
Yeah. So then I ended up buying from her. I led her to believe that I knew him, that I knew the husband. And one day I'm sitting in her living room and the phone rings, and it's him from prison. And she puts him on the phone with me.
Awkward.
No.
Ouch.
Awkward.
Yeah. So I'm scanning her wall unit, and I saw enough pictures where I figured this was a guy, and she came back out. She said, he wants to speak to you, and she handed me the phone.
Right.
And my backup, I was wired at the time, and my backup team can hear.
Yeah.
And I just, as soon as I got on the phone, I was like, hey, what's up? And he said, who are you, and what are you doing in my house? And I just turned it around, and I said, what are they feeding you up where you are? I said, what are you, dopey? I said, how could you forget me? And I started to describe. He didn't say anything to me. He said, put my wife back on the phone.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And now I'm gathering up my stuff ready to get out. And then she came right back, and she says he wants to apologize for not remembering you. He definitely remembers you, and we can continue to do business.
Wow.
Now, do you believe that at that time? or are you thinking this is a way to keep me here so they could do something bad to me?
I thought it could go either way. Like I said, I was gathering up my keys, and I was looking to see which door I was going to run out of, if I had to, and what else was going to happen. But you can't show any fear.
Crap.
You have to just write it out. And,
Holy
Roll with
crap.
it, yeah.
How did that all shake out? So you were able to get a conviction on that or do what you needed to do with
He
that?
ended up staying in prison for the plot, and his wife ended up now under arrest for all the buys that she did. And the middleman that I got rid of, he ended up getting wrapped up in the whole thing as well. So everybody went. And the mayor was safe.
And then when you write a book like this, is there any worry that any of this can go back to you?
No, not really.
No.
I mean, you think about it, but you can't, can't live like that.
Right.
If they
exactly.
wanted it, if they want you, they want you.
Right. Right. Who is Stu?
Stu, I know Stu for years. I met him. He's a sergeant. He was a sergeant. And we had a relationship, and then we parted ways, and then we met up again. We wrote the book together, and then just life got in the way, and different lifestyles, and he went his way, I went my way. But he's a very good friend of mine.
There's a lot of pictures of him in the book.
Yeah.
And I thought that maybe because didn't you have a partner who was killed in the line of
My
duty?
partner, yes.
That's not Stu.
No.
Who was that?
His name was Detective Luis Lopez, and he was killed in right opposite Cat's Deli in Manhattan on Houston Street.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And that was 1993. While we were working another big case that's also in the book as well. He didn't, finish the case with us, obviously, but I write in the book.
Was he killed in direct relationship to that case,
No, it
or
was a
something
separate-
totally
it was-
random?
It was totally a different buy because there's so few undercovers. They can't make you become an undercover because of the danger. So you have to volunteer to become an undercover. And so they swap us out between teams. He was working with another team at the time.
Oh.
And he lost his life making another buy.
Well, was it that they figured out that he was a cop, or was it just a robbery during a drug buy?
My understanding is I wasn't there. I was working a night shift. He was working a day shift. My understanding was that they assumed that he was going to rob them. You have to understand, we don't carry anything other than our guns. And so it's just...
But there's no radio. There's no
vest. There's no...
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
There's just you and...
You're dressed like
whatever
a criminal.
Right, and whatever story you can come up with.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, you switch it up and give them another story.
Jeez.
So
Junior skills.
they just think it's another bad guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And the worst thing, I mean, you want them to think you're a bad guy as opposed to I know there was someone earlier talking about informants.
Yeah.
No one likes a rat, right?
No.
So they'll take you out first. So you're better off with them just thinking that you're a bad guy.
Yeah.
Rather than a rat, because then you're really in trouble.
If you had the choice of having them think you're a cop or a rat, those are both bad, right? They're equally bad?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's something, it's kind of sad, but I actually touched on it in the book. But when I was being trained, I was told that because I was a female and they found me out, that it would buy me time because I would probably be abused before I would be killed.
Ouch.
Rather than if it was a male.
Then just instantly dead.
They would just take them right out.
Right.
Well, so they train you like, hey, you might have some time. It's not going to be great time.
It's not going to be a good time, but you have time.
You'll have some time.
Yeah.
Holy cow. All right, former undercover New York City detective Tina Moreira in studio, and we're going to talk about the time you met Al Pacino and Johnny Depp. Ah.
Nice.
We'll see sun and clouds today. Breezy, upper 50 to 60, 30 now West Haven.
95 southbound got two different pockets of delays for you. We're going to start in Southport, exit 19 to 13. Delays there about 30 minutes. And then we have another pocket of delays in Stamford. That's exit 9 to exit 6. Looking at delays there at least 20 minutes. On the Merritt Parkway southbound, that's going to be through Norwalk, exit 40 into Stamford at exit 36. Delays there at least 15 minutes as well. This traffic report is brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
All right, LeClaire Heating and Air.
LeClaire!
It is that time of year. Everything's going to go up. Propane's going to go up.
Yep.
Heating oil's going to go up.
Ew.
And then the temperature is going to go down. And then your furnace will be working. all day, all night.
Oh, no.
And, the first cold snap, you're going to find out if that thing needed service. Why not just have it serviced right
Exactly.
now? Have Rich come over,
Get it
change the
ready.
filters, get it all cleaned out,
Yep.
do all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it'll run efficiently, save you money, and save you from that 3 o'clock waking up to a freezing cold house calling.
That's the worst.
Yep. Services. LeClaire Heating and Air, 203-735-1700. That's 203-735-1700 or LeClaireHVAC.com. If you're doing a kitchen or bathroom remodeling project, they have master plumbers. And whatever you need regarding heating and air, Rich LeClaire will be there. LeClaire Heating and Air, 203-735-1700. It really is. Have you ever had a gun pointed in your face?
No, but I've been shot at.
Okay.
Oh. Did you shoot back?
No, it hit my car.
Oh.
Who was shooting at you?
I don't know. They never caught the shooter.
Oh.
And I was doing, we call it from Brooklyn, we call it the Cougine lean. So you kind of lean.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Right?
What's it called?
Cougine lean.
Cougine lean.
Yeah. And I felt it.
That's when you're kind of riding in the middle of the car, but you're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, you're kind of doing a lean. Yeah.
It's the velour.
But what happened was I felt it because my arm was on the armrest, and I parked underneath the Williamsburg Bridge.
Okay.
And I could see the bullet hole. But I I thought I was dead.
Do you think it was for you, or
I think it was because I used to make buys right across where it happened.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, then I went back. I put the car away, and emergency service found the bullet it had, because bullets don't go straight; they spin.
Yeah.
And the padding in the door stopped it.
Holy cow! Wow.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Someone was watching over you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The car.
Former undercover New York City detective Tina Morera in studio. So you met the cast of Donnie Brasco?
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, Brooklyn. Everything ends up in Brooklyn somehow.
Yeah.
But I was assigned to the Firearms Task Force, and it was one of the units where Joe Pistone, who's the actual agent that Johnny Depp played.
Okay.
While they were doing the movie, a lot of it was filmed at an armory in Brooklyn. So Joe Pistone invited us to the armory, and I got to meet and watch them film.
Oh, that's cool.
I got to meet Johnny Depp. We got him hats.
Nice.
And Al Pacino. He didn't come out of his dressing room, though. But we got to see a lot of the scenes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was great. And Joe Pistone. I mean,
Well, that tells you like where you were in your career when they're, because these actors want to be around the top people as they're doing a movie to research the role.
Plus, Al Pacino in his trailer, you can still hear him like he's standing right next to him. So,
What is the? I'm surprised you didn't do your Al Pacino yet.
Why are the cops over here? Why? Answer me, Kevin. Why?
What is the Big Shot case?
Big Shot started with just a small amount of crack, and it just ballooned into. It was right up there with the French Connection. It took about 2-3 years. We had wiretaps. We worked out of a satellite office. It went, different races.
That's wild. So you're a New York City detective, undercover detective, but there are probably years where you don't even go into the police department, right? Because you can't be seen walking.
Right. You can't be seen.
Right.
You're a regular person.
So you work out of different areas and you get your information through that. So that's
even when I got
really
promoted,
undercover.
the day I got promoted, which is also in the book, it was in civilian clothes.
Right,
I always
no
wanted to be a
ceremony.
cop, and I was in uniform so little, but it was just it was very, very small ceremony.
And your gun's not a police issued gun, right? It's got to be something different, like off the street or whatever from a gun store. It's not what normal detectives would wear.
I had a 5-shot. It was only 5-shot.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Snub nose.
That's like going into Afghanistan with a 5-shot.
Yeah,
It's
with nothing.
nuts.
I've been locked up. You have undercovers and you have ghosts. The ghosts are the ones that watch the undercovers. And while I got picked up,
ghosts.
Yes, I was a ghost. You have sometimes it's like a pitcher and a batter, right? They go hand in hand. You work better with
Ghost. So you've been a ghost. So if your undercover goes into jail, you have to go into jail.
I have to go into jail. I have to watch where they, if they're in a location.
Do they know you're the ghost, or they
The
don't
undercover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're kind of like
They
with
know.
a little
They
wink
just-
and a nod. I'm
They
here
just
with you.
don't know where you are a lot of times.
Right.
You secrete yourself, and then everything is based on. You have to stop doing things that you normally would do. Mine would be if it was a positive buy as an undercover, I would adjust my hat or my ponytail. So it took a long time
Let them know, yeah.
to not do that just instinctively. Like,
Right.
the wind could be blowing, and I would just have to leave it alone because you'd be afraid of the whole backup team moving in just because you adjusted a hat.
Adjusting a hat.
Right. So no interpretive dance.
No.
Have you have you had to fire your weapon? Have you ever shot at anyone?
No.
Man, that's pretty impressive.
Made a lot of threats though.
Yeah, no, that's good. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
You're in New York. I live in Oxford. I threaten people just
Yeah.
driving down the road.
Yep, every day.
No,
Right.
but
Get
think
on the Belt
about-
Parkway.
Yeah, being a New York City undercover detective for 12 years?
Yes.
And never firing your weapon. That means you succeeded.
I was,
You did it right.
Yeah.
You were good.
Yeah. And even going into some of these locations, they would search you, or they try to search you.
Have you ever been searched while wearing a wire?
No.
No, because they'd find it,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, they would find it. But I would tell them
can you
right
imagine?
off the bat, right as soon as I would walk through the door, because they were armed too. Where there's guns, there's drugs. And I would just tell them, listen, if you're going to look for a gun, I have a gun because I know you're
you go.
packing
Right.
too. So,
Yeah.
I don't want to stand out. Yeah.
right.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't wait to see this on one of these
Seriously.
streaming channels.
Yeah.
You
Should
have
be.
one hell of a story
Should
here.
be, yeah.
And the Stu Friedman, he's a best-selling author. I looked it up during the break.
Yes.
Holy crap.
He's had a great career himself. And that it's funny because neither one of us look like cops. He's completely tattooed. Completely.
Yeah, I wouldn't think you were a cop. But now that I know you're a cop, I'm like, I could see this.
Right.
Like as an undercover cop, you know?
Yeah. And that's funny because when I met him, I spotted his gun. And he didn't know that I spotted it, and he asked to go somewhere to hang out, and I said no. I see your gun.
Yeah.
And it turned out I was on the list to become a police officer, and he turned out to be a sergeant.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, you saw that. You're like, yeah, I don't know about you.
Yeah.
A little shady.
yeah, that gun over there.
Well, thanks for your service.
Yes.
Thank
really,
you.
Really.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I see your boy here, and he's been an actor since he was 3. He was on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing him in movies and
Yep,
stuff.
exactly.
He's doing voiceover work.
Right.
Really cool. We got to get you back here. So we're going to link up to this book. This is a really cool, it's a very easy read.
Yeah.
And it's an exciting read. You'd be on the edge of your seat here.
The holidays coming.
Undercover Beauty.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tina.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having me.
Absolutely. Coming up, a volunteer firefighter who needs our help.
Sun and clouds today, breezy. Upper 50 to 60. It's now 49 in Woodbridge.
95 southbound stop and go traffic. 2 different spots here. Southport between exit 19 and 13. Delays there about 20 to 25 minutes and getting busier, unfortunately, in Stanford. This is between exit 9 and exit 6. Again, also 95 southbound. Looking at delays now nearing 40 minutes. On the Merritt Parkway southbound, that's going to be in Norwalk. Exit 40 into Stanford around exit 36. Delays there, about 20 to 25 minutes. This traffic report brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
All right, Griffin Health.
Griffin!
Diabetes is a serious chronic disease affecting millions.
Yeah, scary.
According to the American Diabetes Association, approximately 25.8 million children and adults in the U.S. have diabetes.
Wow.
7 million of whom are undiagnosed. It's really like you're a walking time bomb.
Basically, you are, yeah.
For many, diabetes develops silently over time. Type 1 diabetes, often diagnosed in childhood, requires lifelong management. Type 2 diabetes is typically acquired in adulthood and can be preventable with lifestyle changes.
Cool.
Diet and exercise.
Exactly, yeah.
I think we both know people who've lost, I know someone who lost their life just because they didn't manage their diabetes correctly.
Lost limbs for me, yeah.
Yeah.
Friends of mine.
Prevention is the best medicine. This is what you do. Visit griffinhealth.org/Chaz, C-H-A-Z, to learn more about how to take control of your health and live well with diabetes. griffinhealth.org/Chaz, C-H-A-Z, or call 203-732-1369. Griffin Health. All right, let's start with a volunteer firefighter who needs our help. Jason DeMonch, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Just for full disclosure, you're Jennifer's cousin, my wife's cousin.
Yes, that's correct.
So that makes you my cousin.
Oh.
Absolutely.
That's
yes.
nice.
And so I want this to be a very successful phone break right now.
Let's do this.
Yeah. We need to find you something. We need to
Yes.
find you a kidney. We're looking for a kidney.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. What's going on with you?
So I've been sick about 16 years with lupus nephritis, and I was just diagnosed in stage 4 kidney failure probably about 2 years ago.
That doesn't sound good.
No.
Stage 4.
No.
How many stages
Correct.
are there?
There's stage 4, and then it's end stage.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So you've been here for 2 years in really the last stage.
Correct.
Yeah.
And before you can get on a kidney transplant list, you have to get to 20%. And I am just below 20% now, so they just put me on the list.
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
Wow, you have to wait until you're right, you know.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow. What kind of so what is your life like now when you're at under 20%? What do you have to do? How do you survive?
I don't have to really do much of anything other than just keep myself positive and try to basically drink a lot of water and try to keep the kidneys as clean as possible.
Gotcha.
To keep them filtering.
Wow. And so how does a person find out if they're a match for you? So we all have 2 kidneys and we can live with one.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay.
So what you need to do is there's a pamphlet that I had submitted to you that has a number on it. You would call Yale Healthcare up in New Haven, and they have a number there which I don't have handy.
We have it. It's 866-925-3897. We're going to post that. We're going to post the website. So if you're interested in finding out if you're a match, call this number, go to the website. And how extensive of the test is it? How difficult is it to find out?
So the start of the procedure is basically a phone call, and they basically wean out the people that are not able to do it for whatever their reason might be. And then there's 4 stages that you have to go through. So first is a phone interview, then they go to blood work, then they do some deeper tests, and then the final test is it's either a yes or a no-go.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then
and the problem is that I am an O negative. So in order to receive a kidney, I can only get an O. I can donate to anybody as a universal donor, but I can only accept from an O.
Okay. It makes it, why not make it more challenging?
Seriously, right? Yeah.
Like it's not hard enough.
There's not enough going on right now. Yeah.
Jason DeMonch is on. He needs a kidney, volunteer firefighter who's spent a big part of his life helping strangers. And now it's be nice if strangers can help him.
Payback.
Robert, Long Island.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
How you guys doing?
Good. What can we do for your brother?
Just listening to your guys' story. I have complete empathy for your cousin there. I'm a volunteer firefighter also.
Thank you.
I'd be happy to give up a kidney if it's acceptable, if it's able to be taken, you know?
Wow, that's beautiful.
Do you know your blood type already?
I believe I'm an O negative or positive.
Huh.
Okay, we're on to something.
An O can always take an O.
On something here.
Oh, that'd be tremendous.
That'd be awesome.
I wonder if you could go to Long Island hospitals to do this test for Jason, who's in Connecticut, or do you have to go to Yale?
No, you can go to basically when you call that number at Yale, they'll get the closest place to you to have whatever they need to.
The patch in.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I'm happy to take a ride to Connecticut and check it out.
You are the freaking man.
Man, fingers
You are
crossed
the
here.
man.
Fingers crossed here.
Wow, I'm getting chills. If this is a match, then well, we're gonna figure out. So I know you're not doing it for whatever, but you're doing it for the right reason. But we're gonna figure out a way to really do something very, very nice for you.
Hey, listen, take my info. Happy to help. I listen to you guys every morning. Even though I'm in New York, you guys are awesome.
Thank you, brother.
Thank
Phil
you.
says he has your number.
Awesome.
If it's the number you just called in on,
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm going to pass this on to Jason when we get off the phone.
Got it.
All right. Thank you,
Thanks
Robert.
for everything you guys do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look at that. Volunteer firefighter calling in to help another volunteer firefighter.
See?
I'm tearing up.
Let's but if you were listening thinking of seeing if you're a match,
Still
let's
check it out.
Let's find one.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They will always take a better match.
Right.
Right.
If there's a better one, they will take the better one.
Right.
Absolutely.
So you've been in this this stage 4 for 2 years now.
Correct.
What is the they like to give like timelines, and only God can decide what the timeline is going to be. But what is the timeline basically, as they understand it, for someone who's been in stage 4?
So stage 4, you can go as long as 8 years would be the max, and that's to find a deceased kidney donor. The shortest is about 5 years.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, that's enough to get our attention to let's get this done.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
you're looking for a live donor.
yes, that's the best way for my survival.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because once you hit 10%, then you have to go on dialysis, and that's a whole nother ballgame.
Yeah, that's those
Right.
many things. Yeah.
A change, a whole different lifestyle
Right.
change.
Jason, what town are you from?
I'm from Stratford, a volunteer firefighter in Trumbull, Connecticut.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jennifer graduated Trumbull High.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, and we're getting phone calls too. Did Joe want to come on the air?
Yes, he has something different. I think he has a personal connection to a donor that happened throughout his life.
Oh, Joe.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good. How you doing?
No, I just got in the car from work because I just got out of work and I'm listening to what's going on. My late wife got a heart surgery 26 years ago, and she died 22 years ago. But she got a heart donated, and we got to know the family of the donor. Okay, from Rhode Island, and it was a good experience. So everybody there, if they can at least go get a test for this guy and get some positive vibes going, let's hope it works. Okay.
Yep.
That's cool, Joe. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Jason. Well, let's keep us updated on this. We're going to put the phone number and the website up on WPLR.com. If you're O and you would like to save someone's life.
Yeah. That's
Yep,
awesome.
They do also have an exchange program where it's a chain, but I'm not fully understand how it works. So say you're an A blood type and you're willing to donate a kidney, they'll find an O kidney for me.
Oh.
Okay.
If that makes sense. It's like a chain.
Sort of like a shell game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's something new that I just found out last week.
Yeah, just not me.
Yeah. Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
All right, Jason. We're not going to. We don't stop here. We're gonna get this done.
Fingers crossed. It's gonna
Fingers
happen.
are crossed, my
It's gonna
brother.
happen, man.
Great. Thank you.
All right, Jason.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you
Much
soon.
appreciated.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Take
man.
care.
Jason DeMont, volunteer firefighter in Trumbull, Stratford resident,
Yep.
needs our help.
Time to pay back.
It's time to give back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Like just saying, yeah, I was listening to the radio and ended up saving this guy's life.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
That's very cool.
Very cool. 99.1 PLR, Chaz and AJ in the morning. Dumbass news next. .1 PLR. Okay. You dumbass.
You dumbass.
Plane grounded for 4 days when 132 hamsters escape on board.
Oops.
Okay, I am never getting in this plane.
No.
Me neither.
No.
No, that plane needs to be just burnt.
Exactly.
I'm crawling.
Crushed,
Right.
recycled.
Right.
Ugh.
Not on wires. Yep.
All those
Not
wires.
on wires.
That's
Yep.
the problem.
Yep. Yep. Might just make a big old hamster trail.
Or one walked into some gear somewhere.
Oh.
I was like, well, that flap's never going to open again.
Right. And they do fit in like really small holes. Having had hamsters many years.
Yeah.
The darndest place they'll go.
Right. They come up, let's just say the crew comes up, the mechanic crew or whatever.
Right.
Repair crew, maintenance crew. Hey, we got 128 of them.
Right.
Nah.
How many were
Not good
there?
enough.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right. They come off. We got 132 of them.
Right.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they ate.
No. Exactly. But plus
What'd they chew?
Yep.
No.
They also
They chew a
breed.
hose.
Yep.
They chew a wire.
They breed a lot too.
Right? There might be 1,000 on there now.
Yep. Just it's a big habit trail from now on. Yeah. It's the world's biggest habit trail.
How is this story, how is the headline not plane decommissioned after?
Right.
Yeah, you roll this into a museum or you let it be some kind of a slide for kids or something.
Exactly.
You know.
Slide.
Yeah, the kids walk in one door and then they slide down that little emergency chute.
or now a pet store.
Yeah, this
Hamster
is
world.
not, it's a parts department
Hamster
now.
world, yeah.
This can't be a plane.
No, it's done.
Anymore.
Yeah, no.
It lost its right to be a plane.
Right.
I understand when people complain when they can't fly with pets. This is why.
Yeah.
This is too much.
When you're at 30,000 feet, the captain told me Mr. Nibbles. Mr. Nibbles just walked across my lap.
Mr. Nibbles.
If you look to your right, you'll see about 15 hamsters on the left-hand side of the plane.
Mr. Nibbles.
Mr. Nibbles, yeah.
A plane was grounded for 4 days at a Portuguese airport when 132 hamsters escaped from boxes in the cargo hold. The TAP Air Portugal flight from Lisbon featured a full contingent of passengers as well as hamsters, ferrets, birds.
Wow.
En route to a pet store.
Yep. It is now the pet store.
Yes.
And the thing is, like those animals are nocturnal. So during the day they sleep, and you're flying 30,000 feet, and they all wake up.
Oh, the sound of them all together, 130 little hamsters.
What do hamsters sound like?
They're very quiet. They don't make
They sound like rodents. They sound like chipmunks almost.
Yeah, but they don't make much noise. They're like slow moving chipmunks because they're kind of tubby.
Until they escape, then try to catch them.
They'd be like the last one you'd pick for your basketball team.
We had an evil hamster.
Oh, those teeth.
Evil hamster.
Was it some ELO?
Evil hamster.
Right. Great name for a band.
Drew blood from everyone in the house.
Nice.
Oh.
Yep.
Evil.
Yep.
Evil.
Those bites hurt too.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I'm picturing 132 of them running around an airplane.
Right.
4 days, and we're like, yep, we can. Go ahead. Send her out.
Yep.
If this thing crashes, will anyone say, we didn't see that one coming?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just one.
All of them together in
Emily's
fear.
not liking the sound.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm freaking out.
Sounds like styrofoam.
Yeah.
It does a little. Yeah,
That'll
like
get
when you
Ruth.
rub it with a sweaty hand.
Right. Yeah, that plane's done.
Officials said the plane was kept at the airport for safety reasons as the hamsters could pose a risk to the plane's electrical wires.
All you got to do is go out,
Duh!
Okay, 4 days and it's back up?
park the plane, and put a whole bunch of wheels outside that they run on.
Yeah.
They can't resist the
What
wheel.
else do they like?
They
I like the upside, the little water
the
bottle.
water bottle. You put a bunch of those green pellets. Boom.
Right.
Yogurt melts. They eat those.
Right. Cedar
Get
chips.
Cedar shavings. You'll see a whole bunch
Shavings.
of little volcanoes, little hairy thing in the middle of it.
That's right.
I like it. Just lean into making this a hamster paradise now.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's really what it is now. It's a hamster cage.
It is.
Just
Hamster resort. Send your hamster there.
The world's biggest habit trail, yeah.
was there an obligation from the airline to tell the passengers, hey, just so you know, 4 days ago,
Right.
132 hamsters were loose in this thing.
Nope.
Yeah. Like that didn't smell.
They shouldn't tell
Hamsters
you.
Smell.
Even if they get all the hamsters, even if they determine there's no significant damage, those little poos, like you're never getting every
Never
little pellet.
getting them. No.
There's no way.
Yeah, it doesn't have chocolate sprinkle in ice cream.
I don't think they particularly clean planes well anyway.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Workers spent 4 days scouring the plane for loose rodents, and the Airbus A320 finally returned to Lisbon on Sunday. No way.
Took a chance, big chance.
Trust me, there's going to be a follow-up on this story, and we're going to say, remember that plane we were talking about?
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
it crashed. My God.
Amazing. Took a big chance.
Oh, wait, there's a follow-up here. Spirit Airlines just made an offer on the plane.
We'll take
It
it.
seems like something they would do.
We've got no money, but if you want to give it away,
Right.
we'll take
Dibs. Dibs.
Wow. I would not get on that plane.
No.
Me neither.
Mm-mm.
Not even for free. No, thank you.
They're cute and fuzzy, but you don't want them any on there.
It's tough enough when you're sitting there and it's like they say, we're going to be a little bit delayed. There was a little bit of a malfunction with the wing flap, and we got some people coming out. They're going to work on that, and we should be off the ground in like 30 minutes. It's like, should we be off the ground in 30 minutes?
No.
Why don't we just get on another plane that doesn't have a problem,
That's
and
all
then
the
you
ones.
fix that one, and when you take your time fixing it.
Exactly.
Because if you're a mechanic and there's a plane full of people, it's like, well, I got to get this thing going.
Right.
Good luck.
You're not having a good day. You're in a rush.
I don't want the guy to be rushed.
No.
Or the girl. Whoever's working on it. I don't want them to be. Take your time.
I want the happy.
Take that thing apart.
Right.
Take a look at all the parts. Make sure they're all factory spec.
No cracks, nothing.
No cracks.
Yep.
I get on a stupid Ferris wheel, and I look around. I'm like, yeah, when's the last time someone looked at this thing?
Right.
Or have all these pins been checked?
Right. Why is there a bolt missing over here?
One bolt missing.
Yep.
Catastrophe.
Yep. That's all it takes.
Andre and Derby.
Yeah, I was on a flight once. We were scheduled for a flight. It was going to the Chicago, and it got held up because they had to change the engine on the runway. And they're like, if anybody wants to wait, we'll give you like a $500 flight credit, blah, blah, blah. So we were actually playing gigs. So the drummer, we're playing with, he goes, oh, this happens all the time. Don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So we waited. We're alive, but we got a free flight of it. I was just really shocked that they had the guy go out and just put a whole new engine on one of the wings.
Yeah, I'm good.
No. Yeah, no.
I'm good.
No. No.
I am good.
I'll wait an extra day. Thank you.
Yeah.
Another plane. Thank you.
Nope. All right. Thank you. Stump the Chumps with hockey trivia and get in the running to see Daughtry. Rich Coppola will be helping us. 203-882-9757. It's not Dumbbell.
No.
All right, it's hockey trivia, 203-882-9757. Stump us, get in the running to see Daughtry.
Yay.
Jeff in New Haven.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Who scored the fastest goal in NHL history?
The
fastest goal in NHL history. Yeah.
Fastest one. A
Yeah.
guy named Speedy.
Yeah. Messier.
Gretzky, maybe?
Let's go with Messier and get this over with.
Messier.
Yeah.
No, Doug Smale.
What's his
5
name?
seconds into the game.
What is it?
Smale. Smail.
Smale.
What's that smell?
What's that smell?
What's that smell?
Did he become a judge later?
He wrote a song for Skinner.
All right, you're in the running to win Daughtry tickets. Thank you.
That's mail.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring in our expert, Rich Coppola.
Thank God.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good. Former anchor and sports commentator for WTNH and Fox 61. He's a legend in the market. Thank you for coming on.
My pleasure. Thank you, guys.
All right, we're doing this to promote Hockey Night in New Haven Friday night. Tell us about that.
Well, you know, it's kind of the culmination of a lot of different things, and you know, through the years, both myself, Jeff Russell, Mark Ticola, we talked about how we could bring back some of the guys that played here through the history of minor league hockey in New Haven, be it the Blades or Nighthawks, and make an event out of it. And it really took, especially Mark and Jeff and their connections and hard work to put this together. And not only does it honor the players who were here in the past as professionals, but the people who started the Bart Guide to Hockey League. John Red McDonough, former coach at Cross. So we want to make sure that doesn't get lost. In fact, that'll be the first thing that we do, and we'll hear from family members as they talk about what it was like and the role that they played. So Bill Seward and Ginger Miller were huge in starting the Bart Guide to Hockey, and we want to get back hockey at that level, and high school hockey. High school hockey in the state has taken a hit in past years, and there aren't as many kids playing. So we want to pay attention to that and help promote the game at those levels while honoring not only the people that started the youth hockey, but people who played pro hockey here. And in the case of the New Haven Blades, we're talking more than 50 years ago.
So we're going to link up to this on WPLR.com, Hockey Night, Friday night in New Haven, 6 to 11 with Rich Coppola as the MC.
Nice.
Let's take a couple calls here. Let's see if Rich knows anything about hockey now. All right, good luck. Mike in Norwalk.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, how you doing?
You guys are great.
Thank
how
you.
many times is Stanley Cup Game 7 going to overtime?
Stanley Cup Game 7 going to overtime. Oh, boy. 5?
Nope, 2.
2.
2?
Okay.
You're thinking ahead.
One of them was the Brett Hull goal, right?
Yes.
What was the other one?
I don't remember. I was trying to go. I was looking up the Rangers when they went.
He just wants to go to Daughtry.
Exactly.
He's looking it up.
Right.
Mike, you're in the running. Thank you, brother. Good luck. Stump us with hockey trivia. Get in the running to see Daughtry. 203-882-9757. Gordon in Bridgeport.
Hey guys, good morning.
Good
Hey,
morning.
best wishes to your cousin Chaz.
Thank you.
I hope everything works out for him. Hey, I want to know if you guys know how many pounds of silver is in the Stanley Cup.
How many pounds of silver
How
in
many
the Stanley
pounds of
Cup?
silver is in the Stanley Cup?
Oh, boy. How many pounds of silver?
How many pounds of sterling silver is in the Stanley Cup?
Can you say it one more time?
3 kilos.
How many pounds of silver is in the Stanley Cup?
I gotta be. Yeah, that's how to ask a question. Very clear.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't know. What do
You
we
don't
want to
know.
guess? 20?
20.
That's a
Well,
lot.
How about 100?
100?
No.
How about 35?
35.
We're just throwing numbers out there.
What's the answer, Gordon?
But, well, let me ask you this. Here's a quick question. It changes, though.
Yes, it does change, but as of right now, how many pounds are in the Stanley Cup?
About 35.
You're a little high.
What's the answer?
High?
You're a little high.
What's the answer?
I'm going with 30.
It's 34.5 pounds.
I like Rich changes the answer 18 times.
That was so close.
If you want that translated into kilograms, you're looking at 15.5 kilograms.
Thank you.
Wow. All right. Thank you. And you're in the running for Daughtry tickets. Thank you.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you, sir. Have a good morning.
You too, Gordon.
Rich has a goal scorer's mentality to trivia. Just keep shooting.
Right.
Jim and Shelton, what's your question?
What was the original name of the franchise that is now the New Jersey Devils?
Was it Colorado or Kansas City? Were they that? Hold on a second. So they moved. You had Colorado. I think that was Quebec. I don't think it was Quebec. I think it was Kansas City. Kansas City Scouts.
That's correct.
Nice.
Wow. Nice.
Yay.
Thank you, Jim. Are you guys looking stuff up on your phone over there?
No, we couldn't do it this quick.
Really? Okay. All right. I believe you.
Okay.
Because we can't Google on the expert side.
And by the way, the New Jersey Devils were the NHL version, but there was a Eastern Hockey League version of the New Jersey Devils as well.
Okay.
They played out at Cherry Hill, New Jersey, so they were one of the teams that the Blades played.
All right. One more. Paul on the road.
Hi, good morning, everyone. How are you doing?
Hello.
Good, thanks.
Morning.
All right, who was the first defenseman to win the NHL point-scoring title?
It was that one guy.
Paul Coffey, I think, because Orr was up there but never won it. I believe Coffey with Edmonton.
Is that your final?
Yes.
Bobby Orr.
Oh. Or who?
You No, it's called Bobby Orr.
Bobby Orr.
Paul. Oh, some guy.
All right. You are in the running for Daughtry tickets. Thank you. Want to thank everyone for calling in. Rich, always great to have you on.
Man.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
And we're linked up
By the
to...
way, Dick, the night is sold out, so if anybody wants to come, we'll be looking ahead to our second next year. The response, guys, has been absolutely incredible.
Nice.
So you came on to promote a sold-out night?
We did.
Great.
He's that kind of guy.
But you can also donate through PAL.
Okay.
Nice.
Very cool.
Excellent.
Okay, we'll link up at WPLR.com. Tell Eddie Sabb, my hero, I said hello.
Yes.
Oh, Eddie's down the hall watching, so we'll definitely say hello.
All right, very
We'll
good.
just wave
All right.
to him,
Thank
then.
you, Rich. Rich Capola.
Moan him.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for calling. And I want to especially thank the folks who responded to Jason at 9 o'clock looking for a kidney.
Yeah.
Volunteer firefighter, local guy, could use our help. We're linked up at WPLR.com. Final thoughts, AJ.
After midnight, rain is on the way.
You know, I never thought I'd say yay to rain, but yay to rain.
Yeah.
Damn, do we need it?
Emily.
I'm hosting an open mic in New Britain tonight. Come out to Roma's for some laughs. Woo.
Roma's in
Roma's
New Britain.
in New Britain.
Nice.
Roma's Bar
Nice.
and Grill.
Yay.
Ruth.
Have a great day. And try not to flash anybody.
Phil.
Just a reminder, baseball cards are scams.
Chaz and AJ.
Hey, AJ, I just remembered my stripper stage name. I'm the one they call Mr. Nibbles. Anyways, hi, Ruth.
You're an acorn?
Chaz and AJ.
Nice job today, guys. Good show.
I feel pretty good about it. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Chaz and AJ.
Hold on, everybody. Get out of my garden. Get out of my garden. That little chipmunk it ate my tomato.
And the airplane.
Yes.
Chaz and AJ.
It's the Reaper, AJ. Come with me.
How about your mom instead?
Chaz and AJ.
That guy's got to go. Anyway, I'm just sitting here feeding my Blue Jays. Anyway, hi, Ruth.
Is that a metaphor?
Chaz and AJ.
Mandu, where are you?
No, sir.
Chaz and AJ.
Donald Trump called into the show. Thank you.